All right, testing out here, seeing if this works. Trying out a live stream in a kind of a new format here, using a different way that YouTube has enabled us to try a live stream. So let's see if this works. Anyone here? And if so, can you hear me? Hey, Race Lever, cool. Hey, Serena, can you guys hear me okay? Turn my speakers off. Hey, Hadassah. Okay, you can hear me. Kathy, and Joyce, and Matt, and Megan, and Random Cafe, Aaron Gibson Powers, and the FX Vegan, and Serena, and Kathy, and Star, and Steve, and Jasmine, and Linda, and cool, Dennis. All right, awesome, awesome, cool. Yeah, just yeah, it's I think the second time I streamed with this on my computer. YouTube has a new way just to like stream really quickly, just like the phone app, if you've ever streamed on the phone app. So yeah, I'm just trying this out and I think it's cool. So unfortunately, I can't do some of the stuff I thought I could do, like share screens and stuff like that. Like, oh well, we'll be good. We'll get by. We'll roll with this. I guess we won't have any guests on or anything tonight. I thought that I was planning to, but we're kind of limited in our possibilities here. So we'll just have a regular, um, good old fashioned Q&A, as I implied in the title. Ask vegan anything. You can ask me whatever you want. What's on your mind. If you're not a vegan and you just want to ask some questions because you're curious or you're skeptical, even you think veganism's like the worst idea in the world and we should be eating something else, you can feel free to ask that here. So I want to let you guys know that typically I have well over 100, sometimes over 200 people on these live chats. I only have 70 now. I've only been on 2 minutes, but if I don't see your question, let me adjust something. If it seems like I'm not answering your question, just ask again. I'm only human. I only could see so much information so quickly. So yeah, it's not that I'm ignoring you or anything like that. So yeah, if you want to ask something and it's not getting the answer, don't get mad at me. Just ask again. And cool. And I saw Race Lever here is one of our moderators, going to help keep all the trolls out, and I'll keep the trolls out too. But yeah, if you're non-vegan and you're sincere, you don't want to come here and just poop on things, you're welcome. I invited all people to come in here. So anyway, when I think of Joey Carbstrong on the UK Morning Show, yeah, I heard about that kind of stupid. I haven't had a chance to really watch it yet. So yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out. For sure. Maybe make a response video if something in there strikes me. I use with that Piers Morgan blowhard. I know I did a video about him before too. So yeah, well, we'll see. Yeah, it sounds like it's a distinct possibility for me to make a video about. They did a great job. That's what a few people said, even though Pierce is a blowhard. Let me turn my mic volume down just a little bit, tiny bit there. Yes, someone asked how old I am. I am 50. Thanks for asking there, Race Lever. A lot of people say you look old. Well, yeah, if you're like 15, yeah, I'm pretty friggin' old. But I think for 50, I'm hanging tough. Chap lips as a 6-month vegan, that doesn't sound like a dietary thing. I mean, I used to get chapped lips when I was younger. I sometimes get them now as an adult, and it typically happens in the winter time when there's a cold breeze and there's not much moisture in the air. So see if that might be it. Maybe more humidity might help you out. What soaps and shampoos do we use, Aaron? I just kind of go between some different stuff. I mean, at the market, I bought a brand called Andalou. I've checked it out. Their stuff's vegan. And Angie gave me something more hardcore to get my hair more like moisturized. So I don't know what the brand is right now, but it's vegan. We heard about it from some of our vegan friends who went to a vegan beauty salon in Los Angeles to get their hair done. It looked really good. So we found out what products they were using. And I wish I could give you the names. But yeah, just try different stuff. We don't use anything religiously. We just try to float around. Someone's asking about Angie. What is Angie up to tonight? She is doing Kundalini yoga. It's the full moon Kundalini night. Yeah, it's not the moon. Yeah, full moon Kundalini night. Her teacher does a full moon Kundalini yoga Kriya every full moon. So that's where she's at tonight. And I typically live stream on Wednesdays, and I just didn't get around to it yesterday. I didn't go out with my running group and live stream after. So here I am today doing it around the same time, but on a different night. Do I like swimming? Yeah. I like swimming. I just don't do it that often. I'm just a really horrible swimmer. I mean, I can swim. I don't sink or anything like that, but I have terrible technique and form. But if you want to do it, that's a great sport. It's low impact. It works pretty much the whole body. Yeah, you get a great workout from swimming. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. Um, let's see. Yeah, the Game Changers. I don't know if they're keeping it a secret, but how do you see it? I heard about its release and its imminent release. I just don't know what's up with it. So if you guys have some info about that, cool. What's for dinner? Same old, same old. If you guys watch our vlogs, I just made a big batch of khichdi. And keep it carb, baby. It's an Indian dish with mung beans and rice and like cauliflower, cabbage, carrots, celery, and curry and stuff like that. I just had a big bowl a few minutes ago because I went to the gym earlier today, had my smoothies and all that, obviously, but I was still hungry again. And I thought there'd be, when we make khichdi, if you follow the recipe, keep it carb, baby, there's a lot. And, one person really can't eat it on their own. So Angie's going to have some of that when she gets back. Again, about the Joy Carb Strong, I will watch it. In fact, I'll probably watch it when I get off with you, later on tonight after this live stream is done. So I will check it out for sure. Yeah. I like what Joey's doing. I like how he has the opportunity to go on the media and go, head to head against these, skeptics of veganism. So that's great. Cool, Vaughn. I'm glad I inspired you in some way to go vegan. All right, we finally had a hater there that said eat animal protein. Again, if you want to come here as a non-vegan and participate in a discussion, that's totally cool. This live stream is not just for vegans. I invite all people to come, but you have to follow a simple rule: vegans and non-vegans alike. Just be cool. Don't come here and just say, meat is great or vegans are stupid. That's not having a discussion, right? That's the only rule. Just be cool. Pretend you're in school or you're talking to your teacher, or have respect. That's what it's all about. Common sense, civilness. That's all we ask for here. So the bar is set really low. So if you can't meet that threshold of the bar, we'll boot you out of here. Okay, first off, thank you, BrockTheRock.me. Great username there, Brock the Rock. Thanks for the super chat tip, first one of the night. And also, too, it's this new thing I hooked up on our Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan on Twitter. If you make a super chat tip, as BrockTheRock.me just did, Twitter will automatically thank you, like in real time. So if you go to Twitter, follow us there, Happy Healthy Vegan, and you'll see a post there thanking you, Brock the Rock Me. So let's see, you have a question about like sulforaphane versus sulfur containing amino acids. You're asking the wrong person there. I'm sorry about that. If anyone can point BrockTheRock.me to some additional resources outside of my brain, some websites, some videos, that'd be really helpful. So hopefully someone will be able to get some info there for you, BrockTheRock.me. But yeah, I know, I won't even say anything. That is outside of my wheelhouse for sure. Again, I always like to tell you guys, I don't BS it. I don't pretend to be some kind of a hardcore guru that knows all things about all foods, plants, and medicine. If something's outside of my realm of knowledge, I don't BS you. So that one is unfortunately something I can't contribute any kind of good info for. So anyway, what else you guys asking about? Detox symptoms going vegan? No, just eat plants and nothing weird happened to me. I must say I wasn't eating a hardcore, meaty, cheesy diet before going vegan. So maybe if that's what you're doing, your mileage may vary a little bit. The Effects Vegan says that you had thin hair before you went vegan and your friends told you you would lose your hair. Well, go to our channel and search for, or just go to YouTube and search for Happy Healthy Vegan hair loss, because I've debunked this a few times. There's been articles in the media where they hire some kind of nutritionist, or in this instance, some kind of hair nutritionist, hair doctor, claiming that she's getting all these young vegans coming into her clinic and they have thin hair or something like that. And she claims it's because of there's not enough protein in the diet, not enough other minerals and vitamins. And I debunked that. The things that this nutritionist doctor said that were lacking in vegan diets are far from lacking in vegan diets. So yeah, check that out. Just look for like Happy Healthy Vegan hair. Let me actually try it in a tab here. And maybe I could paste you the link. Oh yeah, I think I found it. Let me link it to you. Copy link, and here you go. I can do this at home. It's hard to do this when I'm out and about, but I just pasted you the link there. So check out that video. It's complete nonsense, just more anti-vegan hating propaganda, just baloney. Um, no, I didn't see this groundhog video, Zach. No, I know nothing about that. Sounds pretty gross if that's what happened. Um, what is the Izzy situation? I know she made some Instagram video a few months back, or maybe longer than that, saying she's not vegan anymore. So, if that's the case, yeah. I mean, I don't dislike her, just like my mom's not vegan, and I don't dislike my mom. A little disappointed. I heard her reasoning, and I disagree with it. But I'm not going to make a call out video on one of my friends, just like I'm not going to make a call out video on my mom. I hope you understand that. Um, how many calories do I eat a day on average? Well, a typical day, I have like 1,000 calories-ish for my smoothie, maybe 1,100, something like that. Another 1,000 calories for lunch, 1,000 calories for dinner, and a few more at night when I have another snack like a fruit or cereal or something like that. So yeah, roughly 3,000 to 4,000 calories. Some days, yeah, it pretty much covers up most every day. Like I would say 98% of my days, I'm between 3,000 to 4,000 calories. That might sound a lot, but you got to remember, I'm 6'5". If you're on the metric system, that's nearly 2 meters tall. I'm 185, 186 pounds, and I'm decently physically active. So anything less than 3,000 calories for a person of my size and activity is really kind of calorie restricting. If you're like a foot shorter than me and don't do much, yeah, like a female that's 5'2", 98 pounds, yeah, you probably want to eat more like 2,000-ish calories. Or I'm not telling you exactly how many, but you don't want to copy what I'm doing. Let's say, it's kind of how much you eat is dependent upon what you do. Let's see what I eat for dinner. I just had some khichdi. It's in Keep It Carb Baby. It's one of the meals I make at least once a week, and it's just a nice feeling meal. It's a whole pot of it. We can have some more tomorrow. Thoughts on alcoholic vegans, like vegans who are alcoholics? Like, it doesn't matter if you're vegan or non-vegan. If you're an alcoholic, I have sympathy and compassion for your situation, and I hope they can fix it. Yeah, take some action to kick it. Would I debate gun control with vegan gains? That's a crazy one, Kay. Figures that's one of your questions there, huh? Let's see. Do I watch the World Cup soccer? No. I mean, you guys know I pretty much watch sports that I do myself, ones I participate in. There's a few exceptions, but mainly I'm watching like basketball or cycling or surfing, stuff like that. Tennis. I watched I'm going to watch Wimbledon. I didn't really watch too much of the French Open, but yeah, I watch sports that I do. I just, I appreciate the sports that much more. I do them. I understand them. If I were to watch soccer, I have watched soccer or football, if you're European or South American. I don't really understand it all that well because I don't play it. So it's hard for me to appreciate it, but I appreciate the athleticism. Those guys are fit, man. Those guys are running up and down the court. The court, the field all day. I mean, that's no timeouts really, no sitting on the bench. Well, I guess there are some player things, but it tells you how little I know about soccer. Did I check out John Bergman from Cali? Is he a chiropractor? I don't know too much about him. I don't know what his dietary philosophy is. I see his name sometimes on flyers and emails I get, but I really couldn't tell you anything about John Bergman. Let's see. If you're going to have a long day at the office and have no time to exercise, so I try for 80% chronometer goals. You're talking about calories versus 100%. I don't do anything like that. I mean, maybe I'm weird, but my body kind of naturally adjusts how much I need to eat. My hunger, depending on how much exercise I've done. Let me move my mic back just a little bit more here. Like, if I like today, hardcore, I played basketball for about an hour and a half, and I lifted for like another 45 minutes. I probably played basketball for maybe an hour 40 actually. So I went through a lot of calories. So I'm going to eat like a freak today. Tomorrow, I'll probably do less stuff. I'll my body will not need all that energy. It won't be hungry. Hunger is dependent on what you've been doing all day. If you've been, doing a lot of stuff like, I did today, you're hungry. And if you have a more sedentary day, you're less hungry. So that's how I kind of feel. I don't like judge like today I should eat 80% of my normal. It just depends on what I've been doing that day. To me, it's a really common sense approach. Maybe I have developed the skill of listening to my body more than others have, but I don't think so. I don't think I have any special skill there. There's Trisha Paytas. I know who she is, and I haven't seen anything that she's done in maybe 2 years. Did something happen? Did she go vegan or say some crap about vegans? Let me know. Chelly Halstead, you said you figured out that onions aggravate your acid reflux. You saw the video that we did. All right, cool. I'm glad that helped you. Awesome. Often people like take that video the wrong way, saying never eat onions and garlic. We just say we prefer not to, but there's nothing wrong with it. If nothing bad happens to you. I just don't like to smell like garlic for 2 days. Simple as that. Joe Rogan just interviewed Ted Nugent. Oh my God. That ex-rock star from the 70s, and he hunts and make a response video to Ted's ridiculousness. He's the opposite of vegan. Gosh, God, there's so many videos to do. I got to check out Joey Carbstrong on Piers Morgan, and now Joe Rogan and Ted Nugent. Jeez, this is a never-ending job. This is why, it's like a full-time job for me. There's always something to do, always something going on. How do I keep calm around carnists? Well, as long as they're not pissing me off, I stay calm, Sure, I get pissed off a little bit internally, like I was at a music festival this last weekend, the Arroyo Seco Music Festival. And there's tons of vegan options there. Surprisingly, that's one reason why I went to check it out. But then you see someone walking by with some dead animal meat, and you just go, oh man, they just have no idea what they're doing. So yeah, I don't go up to them and say, hey, you're an ass or anything like that. But I just kind of disappointed. There's so many good vegan options. What are my thoughts about fruitarians that are low carb, high fat? How do you do that on fruit? Because fruit is naturally high in carbs. There's only 2 fruits I can think of that are low carb, or relatively for fruits, low carb and high in fat. That would be durian, which is really, really expensive, and you have to import it from the tropics unless you go and move to the tropics, and avocados. And as much as I enjoy those 2 foods, those fruits, I would definitely not want to have my diet be primarily durian and avocado. That sounds horrible. I mean, too much of anything's bad. I eat avocado almost on a daily basis, like half an avocado when we split it and make guacamole or put it into tacos. But I wouldn't want to have like tacos for breakfast, tacos for dinner. That sounds crazy. Let's see. Olives. Okay, I guess we could do that too. Yeah, olives, durian, and avocados. I don't know. I just say why? Why have such a restrictive diet for? What do you hope it will do for you eating the way that we do here, in Happy Healthy Vegan, keep it carb, baby. What do they hope eating all that durian and avocado is going to do for them? Like make them magical? Or I have no idea. I have no idea. It's not going to make them live longer. They're not going to be any healthier or anything like that. So I don't understand. Thoughts on Jordan Peterson? I have no idea who that is. Should I know who that is? Hello, Tracy Alexander. Let's see. Is that Fender amp pre-CBS? I have 2 Fender amps back here for the music geeks. The one you can see right up here is a late 70s Princeton Reverb. So yeah, it's post-CBS, but it's pretty much, CBS messed with some of the Fender amps pretty hardcore when they took over. And the Princeton reverbs didn't really get tweaked out all that bad. And below it, you can't see, I have a 1968 Fender Bassman, just a few years after CBS took over. So yeah, those are my 2 amps. Thick Vegan, thank you so much for the the adding to our banana fund. Much appreciated. In fact, I need to go and buy some more bananas. Usually on Wednesdays, I do my running club. I hit the market and buy all my bananas. I didn't do that yesterday, so I'm 2 days late on getting new bananas to ripen. So thank you so much, Thick Vegan. I will definitely contribute that to the banana fund. You guys know I eat a lot of bananas every day, about 1,000 calories of bananas in my smoothie almost every day. Some days I have oatmeal and other things, but like today, came back from the gym after being there like about 2.5 hours. So yeah, I came back and slammed down a giant smoothie, bananas, and a ton of strawberries because they're on sale at the market too. So I put in, like, I was like using my cherry pitter that one of you guys, a fan viewer, sent to us. So I was pitting cherries for like maybe 3 minutes. So it was a pretty amazing smoothie. I love this time of year, but unfortunately cherry season's already kind of come to an end. I can't really find any more California cherries, which are so good. Now I'm buying some that are being shipped down from like Washington State, I believe. So again, thanks, Thick Vegan. Anyway, what is my max for bananas? I don't really do like, competitive eating or anything like that, but roughly, maybe like, I put like 10 bananas in my smoothie, something like that is kind of normal. 9 bananas, depends on how big they are and how hungry I am and what other fruits I'm going to put in there too. Let's see. Do I have any music published? You remember I contributed to an album about veganism. Oh yeah, that was Foot Soldier's album called User Action Required. So check that out. But yeah, our band is Love Spirals, and thanks for asking. Yeah, we have music published. I've produced and released 9 albums in my life. We're finishing up our 10th one right now. And yeah, the music you hear in the background of our videos, that's from us, me and Angie, Love Spiral. So check us out on Instagram and YouTube. We have accounts for both of them. The Instagram one's pretty new. We just have a few hundred followers, just started recently. It's both of them are called Love Spirals Official, all one word, Love Spirals Official on YouTube and Instagram. So yeah, follow us there. We put more content about our studio, us working in here, me jamming on guitar. I'll probably start doing some live streams on there too now that we have a few hundred people following, make it worth my while a little bit. So yeah, check it out. Love Spirals Official, Instagram and YouTube. Let's see, thoughts on cholesterol. More specific, Cam. Like, do you want me to define it, or like what be a little more specific there? It's kind of again, thoughts on John McDougall, Joshua, a little bit more like John McDougall and like what? There's so many things. The guy's like, what, 70 years old. He's done a lot of stuff. Ask me be a little more specific and I'll try my answer. Let's see. What is my HDL cholesterol? HDL, the good cholesterol. I think you have to look at my blood test video. Happy Healthy Vegan, 7-year blood test. I think it was like 50 or 60 or something, 55. It was good. It was like, no, it was 60. It was high. It was actually the one thing outside of range. It was a little higher than normal. Let me send you the link here. 7-year. 1 second. So you can just check out this video and see my strong HDL. In fact, copy link. In fact, yeah, just check it out. All my, I've been vegan 7 years now. Some people say I should be dead, because I'm not eating whatever they think I need to be eating. Yet everything was within range. Everything's within the healthy range. So check it out. You don't see too many 50-year-old dudes, vegan or not, with everything within range. Usually people's like cholesterol's way too high. They're diabetic or pre-diabetic according to their fasting glucose or their hemoglobin A1C test. In fact, my doctor said that just amongst everyone that comes in, regardless of age, most people are at least pre-diabetic, if not diabetic. He said maybe 20% of the people fall into my category that come in there who are not diabetic or pre-diabetic. So it's kind of sad that it's more than normal, no matter what your age, at least we're at here in Long Beach, to be pre-diabetic or diabetic. Let's see. Do I support anarcho-veganism? What is that? Is that like anarchy veganism? I'm not sure. Clarify that a little bit more. Let's see. How to treat sunburns. I mean, there's no way to really treat it other than like to make yourself feel comfortable. Aloe vera is probably one of the better ways to go about it. How long before Joe Rogan becomes vegan? Are you serious? You guys are telling me you just had Ted Nugent on. It sounds like they're sharing hunting stories there. And I'm sure they have some crap to say about vegans, knowing how Joe is. So, never say never, but the guy seems pretty set in his ways. I don't want to be a prophet of doom, but maybe after he has some kind of health scare or situation, he might consider it, but he seems pretty stubborn. So, I don't know. What blender do I use? Not sponsored. I've had a Vitamix since 2012, and it still keeps on ticking. That thing rocks. And we have just the cheapest bottom of the budget one. It's like, just has 2 knobs, on, off, and high-low. There's no knob or anything like that. You know, you can get that, but it shows, you know, we've been vegan all these years, and, you know, the cheapest entry-level Vitamix blender has been getting it done. When am I coming to Australia? I don't know. You want to send us out there? Do you have a connection with airline tickets or anything like that? It's a far trip, pretty expensive. So I would love to come to Australia. Even before we start our channel, I've always wanted to visit Australia, you know, especially as a surfer. I know, you know, I want to go to like Noosa Heads, and, you know, I want to surf some of the great spots out there, the longboard spots. So I'd love to come to Australia. You guys have a beautiful country there. You do have a spare room for us. All right, cool. Think about it. What city? What part? Turin Rider's waiting. Does he even live there anymore? I thought he's always like in Thailand or something like that. How fat is my diet? How many grams of fat? I don't measure grams. I have no idea. It's like, you know, macronutrients. I would say roughly maybe 15 to 20% of my calories come from fat, depending on what day. Or you could say even 10 to 20%, depending on what day. Probably, I would again say about probably 98% of my days that I live as a vegan fall within that range of 10 to 20%, with probably 15-ish being the average. Whoa, Justin Vu, thank you, man. That is like the most awesome super chat tip I think we've ever had in the history of Happy Healthy Vegan. So thank you, Justin. That is so awesome. Yes, that does help out. We've had some major expenses. We don't like come on and like dump our problems on you guys, but if you guys been following Angie on Instagram, particularly her own personal one, I don't know if she likes me to shout that out or not. She likes to be on the DL. She's had to she had a root canal like 20 years ago, and it wasn't done that great. And finally, it's messed up. It had to come out. It had to get extracted. And the only options were like you couldn't just leave the hole there. So they're putting an implant in. It's a really expensive process. And so thank you. That'll help go to that fund. Thanks so much, Justin. And I also wanted to let you guys know, like Justin here, when you leave a super chat tip, I found this, I'm a geek. I found a way to have Twitter automatically make a post thanking you. So check out our Twitter feed. Happy Healthy Vegan at Happy Healthy Vegan, or is it's under my name, Ryan Lump, but the account is Happy Healthy Vegan, and you'll see a big thanks there. We tried to get Happy Healthy Vegan, but the guy like stole the account. Not stole, he just used it for like a couple months and never put any content. It's like a dead account, and Twitter won't give it to us. So oh well. Anyway, thanks, Justin. You fully rock. Wow. I'm in shock. Wow. If you want to ask any questions too, Justin, that's cool, but I appreciate your generosity there. And it's, yeah, poor Angie, you know, she's had to go in twice. Yeah, she had her tooth extracted in January, but a few weeks before I took her to Hawaii for her birthday. And just like a few weeks ago, she had to go back and get the implant thing put in. But right before that, we went to the dentist and they found one of her wisdom teeth. Yeah, she had all 4 of her wisdom teeth still in. And the doctor said there was like a cavity developing in one of them and there's no way he could get to it. So he figured, well, you're going in for the implant thing, they're going to knock you out, might as well pull the wisdom teeth out. So she's been kind of rocked on the dental scene this year. Poor Angie. I wish it could be me to shoulder that pain and burden. Anyway, would I debate gun control with vegan gains? How come now Zach's asking that? What does that have to do with anything? I mean, this is a vegan channel. I know we have different positions on that, but I don't like to make a point of what am I saying? Getting into confrontations with allies. You know, if we just do a debate, it's going to turn into a friggin' brawl. So I'd rather not do that. You guys know I'm not into guns or anything like that. So as opposed to him, I guess, you know, where he lives, they don't have mass shootings on the same scale that we have here in California and the United States. So it's probably a different ball game for them out there. Here, you know, it's hard to know. Most of us know someone who's been affected by these mass shootings, like the one that happened last October in Las Vegas. We were going to be there that weekend. The Las Vegas Veg Fest was that weekend. A lot of vegans were there and saw what was going on. It's horrible. And we actually knew one of our friends, one of Angie's friends, knows someone that I can't remember what it was. If her friend's friend got shot or killed at that that Route 66 festival in Las Vegas. So yeah, I have a very different opinion on that. So anyway, but I don't want to debate him. If we have a different opinion out of some topic outside of veganism, cool, that's fine. He has his weird beliefs, and I have what he perceives to be weird beliefs. But we're allies. I'm here to advance veganism with him, so I don't want to create enemies out of allies, if you understand my point there. Oh, cool. Thanks, Curtis Splan. Thanks for the thank you there. And hey, Ed Fern, thanks for joining us. Let's see. Any tips for targeting upper abs rib area? Star. I mean, I'm not an expert on weight training. You guys know, this year I've switched my training up. I'm doing way less running, way less cycling. I'm playing more basketball. And in tandem with that, I'm doing strength training too, not to get all like big biceps and chest. I'm getting functional strength for basketball. I started this in January, particularly 3 exercises. Every time after I'm done playing basketball, I go over to my squat rack, or not mine, but at the gym, and I do sets of squats, deadlifts, and overhead press to get the upper body too, because the first 2 are targeting my posterior chain, the glutes, the quads, not the quads, but the hamstrings. And as a result, I'm jumping higher than I have in like 10, 15 years and getting stronger in the post. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. I'm working on basketball and strength, starting kind of like from a blank slate. I'm lean. I don't have like fat to burn off really. So I'm just trying to put some strength on my body for basketball, not to look glamorous, because it's the muscles I'm working on don't really, the exercises I do, the lifts I do really don't target the chest and biceps, the stuff that most guys really are, concerned about. Not to say they're not concerned about other muscles, but I know most guys at the gym are really trying to get those muscles, especially. So I might not have those to show for, but I am getting a hell of a lot stronger. Let's see. What is vegan? 9-volt? Not eating, consuming, purchasing, supporting animal products. That's meat, dairy, and like leather and other things that come from animals. Am I aware of artificial telepathy? I've never heard of that. That sounds interesting. Let's see. Cool. You're having watermelon right now. Happy days. Cool. Let's see what else you guys talking about here. You eat 30 bananas a day. Will you get radiation? Again, I made a video about bananas and radiation. So if you're really curious about that, go look for Happy Healthy Vegan, bananas, radiation. And I have a video all about that. And you'll probably be fine though. Do we eat honey? No, there's way better plant-based sweeteners than honey. I like agave. Maple syrup are 2 that come off the top of my head. There's a whole bunch of others. I've seen like date syrup, and there's a whole bunch, yeah. There's no need to sweeten food with the product of, not animals, but in this case, insect exploitation. You don't need it. I'm saying, why do you need to have honey? There's nothing in there that's magical, right, for your nutrition or anything like that. There's sweeteners you can get from plants. How hot is Ravana? You want me to sound like some old perv or something? She's a very beautiful young lady, there's no denying that. She's a very beautiful girl. Yes, Megan, we are in California indeed. Let's see. Do Nina and Randy eat at Taco Bell? I have no idea. Why would I know that one? Which guitar is my favorite? Right now, it's that Telecaster back there. Yeah, you can't really see it because of the microphone. There it is. I kind of assembled it. I don't want to say I built it, but I got all the body, the neck, and the tuners and the pickups and everything, and put all together just based on the specifications, what I was looking for, and I love it. But I have other guitars I love too, but it's kind of new. I just put it together in January, and I'm digging it. I wish I had done this before. I had another Telecaster before that, and there was things I really disliked about it. So I sold it on Craigslist and took the funds and put it into this one I have now. So yeah, kind of recycled, got rid of one, got a new one. And it's all vegan. The guitar is fully vegan. Let's see. Favorite vegan YouTuber. How's Mike the Vegan? He's pretty cool, huh? Like him. Can't say anything bad about Mike unless you're Mr. Sean Baker, meat eating former doctor dude. Then you can say lots of bad crap about Mike and try to slander him. Wow, law of attraction, 15 bananas a day. That's hard freaking core. Wow. Wow. I thought I was pretty hardcore. Do I follow Joey Carbstrong? Yeah, I mean, I don't watch all his videos, obviously, but yeah, I do want to watch the one that he did on Piers Morgan show on the UK and maybe even respond to it if Piers said a bunch of stupid stuff, as I'm probably guessing Piers did, right? Don't spoil it for me. I'll watch it. Is it on Joey's channel, I assume? If so, let me know and I will watch it when this live stream is over. Yeah, Vegan Zombie is a nice guy too, for sure. Yeah, he's a nice, sweet dude. I almost called him a boy, but he's only like 10 years younger than me or something like that. So he's far from a boy. Yeah, I definitely want to do a live stream with Mike. We were talking about it. I guess it was last month when he came out for LA Veg Fest. We just haven't got around to it yet. So yeah, I definitely want to live stream with Mike for sure. Piers Morgan was pretty lame. Surprise, right? No, not surprise. I look like Steven Tyler. No way. He's like, first of all, like way older than me. Secondly, doesn't I'm not, and this is not to speak badly of him, doesn't he have like tons of plastic surgery? I saw him on some commercials recently, and it's like, wow, you know. So I don't take that one as a compliment. If you want to say Steve Perry from the 70s, I guess so. That's much better. Yeah, it's on Joey's channel. Okay, definitely. I'll check out Joey debating or whatever with Piers Morgan, and maybe I'll respond to it if I see enough dumb foolishness, some anti-veganness, as I like to say, anti-vegan propaganda from Piers. I'm sure he's going to be a jerk, because I saw him interview that activist that supposedly had like a leather wallet or watch or something like that. Piers seemed pretty like just a dumb blowhard. So not to speak bad, I'm doing ad hominem attack, so I'll watch a video and make a reasoned response. Let's see. What are you guys talking about? 100? I bet you can't do 200. What the hell are you talking about there? You laughing at the Steven Tyler comment? Again, I'm not bagging on Steven Tyler. He's a talented musician. He's made some classic songs, classic albums, Hall of Fame rock band. But I just don't want to. It's just not a compliment for me to hear that I look like Steven Tyler. What I said, Steven Tyler in the 70s, I'll take it. But does he have giant Mick Jagger lips too? Speaking of lips, Tay, man, I got my lip cut at the gym, pretty hardcore. I think I was just going for a rebound. I think an elbow came and hit me, and bam, I just bloody. I said, I'm done, guys. But I guess that was good, because, you know, I was already playing for, like I said, like an hour and 40 minutes. So it was time to quit and get to the weights. But I had to sit down for like 15 minutes and just get the blood to stop. You know, I wasn't like gushing out, but I needed a clot to form to stop it all. So anyway, that was exciting, getting my lip split. I'm just glad I don't have a swollen lip, because Angie would be pissed. Would I debate Matt Dillahunty? Who is that, Cam? Let's see. Let's see what else you guys talking about here. 100 bananas a day, Gil Films. Yeah, I know you're joking, but I hope you're joking. Yeah, you probably want to expand and eat other foods, not be so restrictive down to, I assume it would be one food there. Oh, thanks, Grace. Grace's Grove. Thanks so much. I will tell Angie for sure, Grace, that you specifically left that this super chat tip for Angie for all the just suffering she's been going through with what's happened as a result of having to get that 20-year-old root canal removed, extracted, and all that this year. So thanks, Grace. And again, look on our Twitter account at Happy Healthy Vegan, and you will see a thank you from, and I think it'll give you like a color, like if you like $25, it'll have a nice bright color or something like that. So check it out, Grace. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. You guys are really kind tonight. Seriously, it's good. I feel good, because let me just kind of share something with you today. I feel, did you guys watch the video that just came out today of ours about the French butchers demanding police protection and governmental protection from vegans? And not a lot, I would say maybe like a loud minority, like 3% of the commenters that are giving us crap because we didn't come out and denounce the vegan vandals. I mean, it's obvious it's wrong. You guys know we're Buddhists, we're pacifists, we don't do that. And we said in the video, we agreed with this one, about 7.5 minutes in, we said we agreed with this one French vegan organization that responded to this whole situation and said, yeah, they are against the violence, and they like to spread veganism through how exactly, we said this is our credo. They spread it through education and rational thought, rational discourse. And we said, yeah, that's our credo. So I thought we made it pretty freaking clear that we're not into vandalism or terrorism, and we're into educating as we do and spreading a peaceful, rational message. But all these people saying, how come you guys didn't come out and denounce the terrorism and all that stuff? It's like, well, because it's obvious that's lame. And but what was the greater, I think there's even a greater problem that people missed out. It wasn't the like 10 acts of vandalism in France. It was how these farmers are going to the government to lobby for spying against vegans, like some kind of surveillance program against vegans. That's the frightening issue. And it's been posed in the press that the farmers are just making a big deal about these few acts of vandalism to try to get vegans off their backs through spying. And like, as we reported, how they successfully lobbied to have you can't use the word meat if it's a plant-based product, or sausage or bacon. You can't have like veggie sausage or veggie burgers. So it was kind of like a bummer to see people, even vegans, like getting so pissed off that we didn't come out and say the vegan terrorism is wrong. Yeah, of course it is. Anyway, enough complaining on my part there. Let's get back to your questions here. Okay. Let's see. All right. What are you guys talking about here? What is the difference between plant-based and vegan? To animals, absolutely nothing. You know, animals don't care what you call yourself. As long as people are not eating animals, not using animal products, they're stoked. So in my mind, there's not much. Veganism has extra implications, the ethical, moral, hopefully environmental too. But, you know, I don't really make a big deal about these semantics, because really when you get down to it, my goal, and I'm sure pretty much, you know, any vegan would agree, their goal is to reduce and eventually eliminate animal suffering, animal, you know, exploitation. And, you know, if people go plant-based or vegan, that's going to result in the goal. So I really don't worry about what you call yourself. I really don't, you know. I'm cool with the word vegan. I like what it entails, that I'm concerned about more than just, you know, being healthy and fit and all that stuff. I really have concerns about, you know, that's why I went vegan in the first place, was because of animals. I was so happy that I could live without having animals need to die. So for me to live. Cool. Another super chat tip. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much. Plants and herbs. Again, look on our Twitter feed, Happy Healthy Vegan, and you'll see a thank you there. It says, hey, Ryan, I eat acai, spirulina, maca powder, and cacao every day. Are superfoods really as health boosting as advertised? Or are you wasting your money? Well, you probably know where I stand on this. I mean, if you enjoy these foods, like, you know, Angie likes chocolate. I'll go nibble on some of her sometime. If you enjoy them, who am I to tell you to stop eating them if they make your life better? But as far as like, you're not going to be any healthier eating any of those things, you know, acai and cacao and maca powder, they're not going to give you extra health or make you live longer or anything like that. They're not going to make your blood test better. What really counts is eating a healthy diet. So we fell into that too. I can speak firsthand. I don't have it in this room, the David Wolfe Superfoods book, you know, the one with his face, he's holding some cacao or something like that. So we've gone down that road. I can speak firsthand. I wasn't any healthier or fitter or better or happier, nothing of the sort. I was just losing my money. So I realized if I just invested that money and put it into food, real good whole food plants, I'll be saving money. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm healthy, I'm fit at 50. So, but again, if you enjoy chocolate just because you enjoy it, you know, do it, you know, but it's not going to make you healthier. It's not going to make you live longer or anything like that, you know? So that's my opinion about that stuff. Again, so I'll tell you, if something's outside of my wheelhouse of knowledge, I'll be straight up with you. But that's something I experienced firsthand. You like the way maca makes you feel, Aaron? Yeah, see, if you like that, you know, cool. But, you know, let's not kid ourselves and think it's going to give you an extra 5 years on life or reduce heart attack risk or anything. That's the stuff vegan diets are, you know, whole food plant-based diets are good at. Hey, Vinny Vidbitchy, is that your name right? Favorite food, Hippie Island asks. It's cherries, man. It's cherry season. Actually, cherry season is pretty much on the downswing here. But yeah, I tell you, I go hard. I'll spend like $40 a week at farmer's market when cherries are at their prime, because it's worth it, because you only could do that for like 3 weeks or so, 4 tops. And it's already gone now. There's none at our farmer's market. So it was a short-lived thing, as it always is. And yeah, I love fresh, sweet cherries, not, old stale cherries. Even the ones I'm getting at the market are like half as good, They're cherries, but they're not like the fresh, dank cherries that you get at the peak of cherry season here. You like them too, Race Ever? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Cherries for the win. Actually, let me move this window over 1 second, guys. I don't have to turn my head quite so extreme to read the comments here. All right, cool. Let's see. Yeah, thanks, guys, for the little emoji icons there of the cherries. Thanks. Let's see. Have I ever thought about growing my mustache back? I'm kind of over it. I had a mustache, as you saw, but it's not really a thick mustache. I don't think it looked that great, so probably not. I'm cool not having a mustache now. Cool, Veg Sanity, you promoted our channel on your new channel. Cool, thanks. And you saw how Veg Sanity has a channel there, so check that out. Let's see. Taylor asks, I didn't see a message. You like to speak to me about a vegan box. Where did you message me, Taylor? Is it via email? If so, seriously, if you'll see what I'm talking about, guys. If you have a channel of any reasonable size, you get offers every day. So some of them I might miss. So you send it again and remind me that you chat with me on our live chat. However you communicate with me, just send it again and just remind me that you contacted me on the live chat, and I will take a look again, because when I see all the offers come in for deals and products and stuff like that, most of them just like go, why are they contacting us? We have nothing to do with any of this stuff, so anyway, yeah, send it again, and yeah, mention that. Cool. Let's see, do you drink when you're thirsty or not? Well, that's kind of a tricky question, because it depends on how sensitive, how in tune you are with your body's hydration needs. So yeah, I'm drinking when I'm exercising, obviously. And if I was wise, I should have brought some water with me here for the live chat, because I don't have it here with me. But yeah, I'm drinking all day. But if I feel like I don't want water, I don't force anything down. I never do that. But like right now, since you brought it up, I go, yeah, I could have some water. That sounds reasonable. Maybe half a cup of water or something like that, sounds good. So yeah. Oh, you watched that Ted Nugent interview with Joe Rogan? God, I got so much to do, guys. I love my little job here, but yeah, I got a lot of work to do. Joey Carpstrong, Ted Nugent on Joe Rogan. God, it's a never-ending thing. The anti-vegan propaganda stream is 24/7, nonstop, and I kind of feel the need to go out and debunk these lies, and try to make veganism seem like it's bad or wrong or impossible or impractical or elitist or unhealthy or fill in the blank. So, Mike the Vegan does that too. He kind of focuses more on the medical. I kind of focus on everything, focusing on the logic of what they're saying, the truthfulness. So yeah, we kind of have similar types of video response videos, but yeah, he's much more hip on the medical part. He's getting a master's of public health right now, so he knows his stuff. Thank you, Zach. Thank you for the super chat tip there. And again, look on Twitter at Happy Healthy Vegan. There should be a tweet there right now thanking you for that. So thanks. Again, Race Lover, thanks for moderating everything here too. I love what you're doing. Anyway, let's see what else people are asking. Yeah, Joe Rogan does have an unhealthy obsession with vegans. What is it? How come he has such a thing with vegans? What is it? I mean, there's things I'm not into, like say, non-vegan ketogenic diets, let's say, I totally think they're wrong and all that stuff, but I don't obsess about it. I don't make video after video about it or anything like that. What's the big deal? Is he clickbaiting? Does he know it's when he has a anti-vegan video that guys like me and maybe Mike the Vegan and Vegan Gains will all come and respond and give Joe more publicity and make him more popular? I don't know. I don't know what's up with that strange dude. He's such a narcissist though, don't you think, guys? He just thinks he's so freaking amazing and cool. So that's why I don't mind ripping him a new one on my response videos. He's such a narc. So maybe he'll get a little narcissistic injury, or maybe he just likes the publicity, but he doesn't need it. He's got, a very popular podcast. Probably makes more in 1 week than we do all year, I'm guessing. Yeah. Bro Rogan hates us because our existence calls his bluff. Well, He really doesn't know he's bluffing, though, Race Lover. I honestly believe that he believes what he's saying is true. You know, that all the doctors on What the Health are, he's, as he said, bullshit artists, and, you know, Natural Vegan agreed with that, just as an aside there. But I don't know if he knows he's BSing or not. I think he really thinks what his low carb, high fat, and, you know, taking testosterone lifestyle is great. It's healthy. It's the way everyone should live. So I'll check that out. Do I watch Simonet Nutrition? I know the channel. I haven't watched. So no, I'd say no. I'm aware of the channel's existence. I know the name, but I haven't seen anything. And if I did, it was a long time ago. You know. Eugenia Cooney's channel for promoting anorexia. I'm aware of who she is and that there's an anorexia issue. But I don't know anything about if she promotes it or directly or indirectly. So I really can't comment on that because I don't like I said, I don't like to comment. I prefer not to comment on things I really don't know anything about. It's kind of me speaking out of ignorance. It's something that I'm not, you know, into because I try to take down call out so many ignorant points of view online. Let's see. Netflix shows I watch. I'm watching this new one on I think it's Hulu called Abandon. It's this ex-pro skateboarder dude. He goes around and finds abandoned places like abandoned malls, abandoned cities, all sorts of stuff. So that's kind of interesting. He brings a skateboard and skates there, but that's not the focus of it. Just like a little thing he does when he goes to these abandoned places. So that's the one I've been watching lately. And last month I was all about the Karate Kid, Cobra Kai thing on YouTube. You can watch the first 2 episodes for free. Then they give you like a free 30-day trial for YouTube Red or YouTube Premium, whatever they call it now. So yeah, we just got it and then canceled it. So, but yeah, I watched all the episodes. That was my favorite show of the year by far is Cobra Kai. Angie and I were rolling on the floor, laughing our butts off. Happy Healthy video for our favorite video that we've made. It's hard to say, guys. You know, I'm really proud of my call out videos responding to, like, say, Joe Rogan and Z-Dog and even that weird lady last week, that weird French lady that eats only meat. I'm proud of responding against Sean Baker. You know, so it's I enjoy making those videos. It's something, you know, I'm sure most people don't like doing, but I enjoy that. Let's see. What was our breakout video on YouTube? I don't know if we had a breakout video or not, really. You know, we've been pretty kind of grinding the whole way through, kind of grinding on small numbers. You know, a lot of people perceive us as like this big vegan YouTube channel, and we're really not. You know, like a typical, like, you know, one of my call out videos gets like 10,000 to 20,000 views. As opposed to like Mike the Vegan, any video, if he makes like a recipe video, he'll get that in the first 10 hours. So, you know, we're a pretty small, modest channel here, you know. So I don't know if we were really broken out, to be honest with you. I'm not jealous. Mike's awesome, and he's great, and he deserves all the success he's getting. Do I have Dr. Greger's new cookbook? He has a cookbook now on top of How Not to Die. I have to check that out. I haven't been watching as much Dr. Greger lately as I have in the past. I mean, yeah, I refer to his videos quite often. I kind of use Dr. Greger's videos, nutritionfacts.org's videos, as a resource, like a library for information, for research. So I don't necessarily watch his new videos as they come. It's a little secret on how I roll with Nutrition Facts. I have a resource than a entertainment thing I watch on a regular basis. Oh, cool. Thanks, Cute Snail. You like my debunked videos better than Mike's. It's not a competition or anything like that. Even though we might talk about the same topics, the same anti-vegans or whatever, we approach them differently. Like I said, he comes from a more like scientific and health approach. And I use science and health, obviously, but I come from more logic. I look at their logic, the flaws in their reasoning, flaws in their thinking, fallacies and stuff like that. Not to say Mike doesn't, but that's where I kind of focus on. That's one way I think that we are a little different, which I'm saying you can watch both our channels, both our response videos on the same topic, and take away something quite different from either of our videos. Eating with a monkey be cool? Yeah, I've heard I said wouldn't eating a monkey be cool. So I'm sorry, I look like a little shocked there. Yeah, I'm over that horror now. Yeah, I would love to eat with some other non-human primate. That would be cool. Yes, we did try Ronald's Donuts in Las Vegas. Yeah, yeah, we totally we went to Vegination. Is that their name? Yeah, they told us, yeah, we got to go to Ronald's and try out the donuts there. In fact, when Sean of what's his new channel, the Las Vegans, came out last month, I told him, please bring us some donuts, and he didn't. I was bummed. Anyway, all plants and herbs, another super chat tip. Thanks again. You don't have to do this. You can just ask questions. Even though I told people I might not see them, just keep re-asking. I'm human. I try my best. But you say, what do I think that vegan activists get too aggressive or militant? Or do you think that aggressive or heated debates can be productive? Well, I draw the line. I should have made this more clear in that video that came out today of ours about the French butchers and the militant vegans that were attacking their property. That no, we don't support any of that. I mean, it's pretty obvious. You know, we have a house. I don't want anyone splashing crap or anything on it. So yeah, I mean, we're Buddhists. We don't believe in violence. We don't believe in that sort of aggression. However, debates are fine. Debates are cool as long as they're truly debates where, you know, it's a rational dialectic, a discussion going on. If some people think of debates like presidential debates where there's no goal of arriving at some kind of truth through rationality. They'll just yell at each other, you know, stuff like that. That's not a debate. But I believe in true rational discourse. As we said in that video that came out today, we believe in the same credo as that one French vegan organization that says they believe the best way to promote and advance veganism is through education and rational thinking. And I think they call it reasoned opinion. So that's where we stand on that. So yeah, heated debates can be productive as long as they don't devolve into name calling and, you know, ad hominem attacks and slander. So yeah, debates are fine as long as they don't cross the line into being way too heated. But yeah, as far as militant action, yeah, breaking laws of vandalism, yeah, we're not into that. We don't promote that, support that. We don't do vandalism ourselves. Even though I have to say, I did at one point a few years ago put a couple stickers on a sign like meat sucks or something like that. So that's my journey into vegan vandalism, you know. Anyway, meat stinks. Maybe that was what it said. Anyway. Oh, more. Okay, thanks, Angel Lewis. More about Ted Nugent. He went on Rogan's show and said his son was vegan and that farming crops kills just as many animals as factory farming. Yeah, you know the name there, Angel or Angel, the appeal to futility fallacy. And again, as we showed in a recent video, they're talking about like the combine harvester, though. Remember that video we did about the combine harvester, Joe Rogan going vegan? Most of the food produced in that destructive ag business monocrop method of farming goes to feed livestock animals like corn, soy. That goes to feed livestock animals. So why do they blame that on vegans? As I've shown, it's really easy to grow food and not kill animals. I grow food in my front yard and I don't kill birds and squirrels and rabbits and raccoons and deer and crap like that. Nothing dies. I had a 200 square foot local farm and an organic garden a few miles from here, right when our show was getting started. And we never killed animals there. I never saw anyone kill animals. You can grow food and not kill animals. That's just a bull crap argument. Sure, there are methods of farming that do kill more animals than others, but you don't have to support them. Why would I want to support that mode of farming when there are much better ways to grow food, not only for the animals, but as far as the taste and quality of the food? All that food grown in that agribusiness scene is doesn't taste good. It's just crap, you know. It's not crap. I mean, it'll nourish you and feed you, but not as well as properly grown food. So anyway, it's just a BS argument that you need to kill animals in order to grow plants. Well, yeah, maybe you do if you're growing a bunch of plants to feed all those freaking livestock that we don't need. So that's just a stupid argument. I'm not surprised that Ted Nugent went to the combine harvester, though. And Joe loves that argument, too. Did they talk about plants having sentience, too? You know, plants need to be read stories at night and talked nicely to. Let's see. What else you guys talking about? All right, let's see. Oh gosh, it's going so quickly here. What happened to my channel? Ryan's Always Eating. I guess that's a good question. I just kind of you know, You know what it's like, you know, having finite time in life and trying to distribute and effectively use your time wisely. And I just found those videos weren't quite as effective and meaningful as videos I do for Happy Healthy Vegan. Who wants to watch me? Yeah, it's cool to watch me, but I'd rather make videos responding to Ted Nugent going on Joe Rogan and Pierce Morgan trying to piss off Joey Carbstrong. Anthony Ortiz, thank you. Gosh, you guys are so cool and generous tonight with the super chat tips. I think on my last 2 chats, maybe I got 0 to 1. So I've had a bunch tonight. So Anthony, what are my thoughts about meat and dairy alternatives for newcomers transitioning to a vegan lifestyle? Great question. And also go look at our Twitter, Anthony. I set this thing up where you get an automatic shout out thank you on Twitter when you leave a super chat tip. So it's at Happy Healthy Vegan on Twitter, username Ryan Lum. But anyway, I think those products are wonderful. I personally don't eat them much myself, but when I was transitioning to vegan, yeah, I ate them quite often, you know, and I think they're great for new vegans and for people who are not even vegan who just want to try something different, something that has no cholesterol in it, you know, no trans fat or less saturated fat. And maybe they might think, wow, no animals had to die cool. And wow, this thing tastes really good. This is Beyond Sausage, this is Beyond Burger, tastes amazing. So I think they're great. I think they're kind of a gateway drug, if you want to call it that, a gateway into veganism, showing people how delicious. A lot of people think, oh, vegan is just eating a bunch of rice all day or a bunch of tofu or something like that. You know, it's like, no, that's sad. No, that's not what veganism is. So once they see how delicious it is, yeah, I think they're wonderful. So if you're new and transitioning, Anthony, yeah, eat them, but just realize that it's kind of expensive. And they're a bit processed. There's usually a lot of salt and stuff like that. And not all of them. Some are better for you than others. What I think is one of the healthier burgers, if you're into burgers, is the one that Esselstyn's company, is it Fire Engine 2 or something like that? Is that what it's called? Those burgers are high in carb, low in fat. Remember, they didn't have that much salt. So if you want to check those out, they're much less processed than, like, say, a Beyond Burger is. But yeah, those are good. Let's see. You like rice and tofu? I like rice too. I just had rice is in the kitchery dish that I just made tonight too. I wasn't bagging on rice, but like I was just referring to that video we put out today when that French columnist said, "Oh, you guys are fascists trying to impose people to eat grains for the rest of their lives." Like, yeah, we like grains, but there's way more to eating plants than grains. There's legumes, there's starches, there's fruits, there's veggies, nuts, and seeds. There's all the plants out there. Yeah, brown basmati go vegan. That's my favorite too. That's what I just made tonight in our kitchen. That's what I put in our kitchen tonight. Brown basmati rice. How is the athletic culture in Long Beach? Christian, it's off the charts, man. I mean, it's, you know, a sunny beachside area. Any sport you want to do, I've seen it done here. If you're into like football, soccer, I see guys playing it every day. If you're into like tennis, we have great tennis courts here, tennis centers. If you're into basketball, there's outdoor, there's gyms. There's surfing, running, cycling, all that stuff, and a whole bunch more. Even we have like a golf course every block, it seems. There's tons of athletic activity to do here in Long Beach because we have really ideal weather for being outdoors. But not everything's outdoors. You know, I'm playing basketball indoors right now, lifting weights indoors. Yeah, beach volleyball. We got the sand beach volleyball courts all over here. So yeah, there's so much going on here. We have racquetball courts outdoors too. Deep Rock 87, Long Beach State alumni. Yeah. I know they have facilities there that alumni can use. I really wish I went to Cal State Long Beach now because I was a Fullerton alumni. So that's too far for me here. But yeah, I think they allow non-Long Beach alumni to use it, but it's pretty steep, like maybe $60 a month or something like that. So a little prohibitive. And if you're into running, there's the running path. There's tracks you can run if you're into that, doing, work on your 100 meters or 400 meters. You do everything here. Yeah, Seattle winters are quite different there. Lisi B13, yeah, totally. Yeah, it's night and day, basically. Do I condone sinning? Depends. Defines a sin for me. Defines sinning for me. Because remember, I'm Buddhist, so not sure if I quite the person to ask on that. Let's see. Oh, you're in Redondo Beach now. Too far to use the Long Beach State facilities for sure. Let's see. Did I hear? Yeah, people have been telling me about Joe Rogan having Ted Nugent on. So I'm sure I'm sure there's a lot of nuggets in that one, right? I'm sure Ted and Joe are, gonna say some really great things about eating plants, right? So I'm gonna have to respond. I'm gonna be a busy man. I'm very grateful. I'm not gonna be gone this weekend. I've been gone the last few weekends. We went to a music festival last weekend. A weekend before that was a vegan festival. It was a one-day one, but anyway, I'm glad to be around because it sounds like I got all the work to do. I got the Joey Carbstrong thing to look at, Ted Nugent, and I'm not complaining. I'm just going, wow, it's never ending. The stream of anti-vegan propaganda is never ending these days. That just shows you we're making traction, right? Even boneheads like Nugent and Rogan are talking about vegans. Somehow it threatens them, right? They know everything we stand for stands for the opposite of what they stand for. Do I exercise every day? No, not at all. No, I would say maybe on an average week, 3 days a week, and on some better weeks, 4 or 5. I'd say an average is about 3.5. Let's just do some averages. About 3.5 days a week. And when I consider exercise as a real solid session, at least a run, or like today, basketball for an hour, 40 minutes, plus another 45 minutes of weights after that. On some days at home, on rest days, I might do some weights here. I can do some bicep curls here, but that's what I'm working on. I'm not trying to get big biceps, but I'll just do it just because I'm antsy and I want to do something, and I don't have the time to run, or I'm recovering from like tomorrow. I'm going to be tired because I worked out really, really hard today. I'm going to feel it tomorrow. So, days like that, I'll just do something around the house for a few minutes just so I get something in. So yeah, 3.5 days a week. No need to exercise every day. It's nutritional to eat healthy. I hope it's not unhealthy because I use it all the time. Just put it in the kitchery that we had tonight. I still kind of feel the taste of the nutritional yeast, and we buy lots of it. We not sponsored. We go on Amazon and buy this big jar of it so we can fill up our smaller jars of it. But yeah, get it kind of in bulk because we love that stuff. Maybe that's one reason why I have such high B12 levels is because of nutritional yeast, and supposedly there's a decent amount of B12 that you can absorb from it, from what I understand. I'm not sure, but yeah, all I know is strong B12 levels, as I've shown for my blood test videos. Do I still have the link for that here? Let me see. Yeah, if you want to see my blood test videos, just pasted the link here. I think that's it. You can see my sky high B12 levels, and I'm proud of that because you always hear, oh, vegans are deficient in B12, like bull effing loney. Mine are higher than most meat eaters are. So let's see. Yeah, Notorious J. Yes, I need to watch the Joey Carbstrong interview. I've been gone all day, guys. I woke up. First thing I did was just check out the comments on our French Butchers video. Then I went to the gym. I told I was gone like over 2.5 hours. Came back and ate and had a bath and hooked up some crap to my computer here for like an hour, and here I am now. So I haven't had a chance yet to check out the new videos today. So I will this evening. Oh, Margie Santiago, thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat tip there. I very much appreciate it. And as I've been saying, if you leave a super chat tip, our Twitter account will automatically thank you. So go to our Twitter at Happy Healthy Vegan. The username's Ryan Lum. Anyway, check it out, and you should have a thank you up on there. I set that up like a week or two ago. So if you want to ask any questions too, but if you just want to share that with us, thanks. Much appreciated. Like I said, we've had a lot of expenses hit us this year. And I haven't even gotten around to fixing the plumbing problem that we discovered last October is going to cost a bit. We've just been too busy. And unfortunately, just kind of like not getting any worse. So anyway, yeah, it's kind of expensive being us, unfortunately. And we're not going to that many places. We're just spending money on just kind of keeping it together. Let's see. Do a live response to the Joey video. That's a great idea, freak of the system. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow or Saturday because I know how to do that now. Like I did with that Earthling Ed video a couple weeks ago when Millennial Millie of InfoWars was interviewing him. So maybe I'll go through and do a live response to the Joey Carbstrong interview. That's a great idea. Thank you. Maybe I'll do one like that. One between Joe Rogan, Ted Nugent, and Joey Carbstrong, Piers Morgan. Maybe one I'll do live and one I'll do my normal, sitting in here, all, researched out. So that's a great idea. Thank you. Yeah. See, I'm not firing all cylinders today. All the basketball and weightlifting, I'm a little tired. I have to admit, I'm a little tired right now, both mentally and physically. Why am I so happy and healthy? I mean, I'm not, I mean, I don't brag about my health. I like, it's funny, like when people say you're not as healthy as you think you are. I mean, even though our show name's Happy Healthy Vegan, I'm not saying I'm like the healthiest person in the world or anything like that. I just, those are more like goals. I would like to be, I want to be happy as opposed to depressed or unhappy. I want to be healthy as opposed to like sick or kind of just in between. And definitely I want to be vegan. So these are kind of like life goals, you know? Happy, healthy, and vegan. I'm not saying I possess the highest degrees of all three of those attributes or anything like that, but yeah. Anyway, are there any really rational debates between vegans and meat eaters? Never seen one. Well, I've watched, like last week, I was watching Vegan Gains debate. I don't even know who this guy was. He said he was a fan of some other guy. Anyway, they try to say it's a rational debate, but it seems like Vegan Gains is the only rational one when he debates these meat eaters. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I would love to get into a debate with a rational meat eater. That would be rad. Well, thanks, Race Lever. Race Lever just pasted the link there to our store in case you're wanting to get one of our shirts here. Let's see if I have them handy here. We got some new. Oh, no, they're all put away right now. But anyway, we got oh, maybe here it is. Do I have it here? I think I may have found out. Well, we got, like in this color, we got new Keep It Carved Baby shirts. We had them like a year or two ago when the book came out, a year and a half ago, and we kind of let them sell out. But people have been asking about them in the live streams and comments. So due to popular request, we pressed them up again in a different color for 2018. So if you really want to get a Keep It Carved Baby shirt, I think we have all sizes still. They've been selling out in some sizes quicker than others, but yeah, check it out if you're interested. Anyway, Notorious J, you made kitchery today? Cool, so did I. So, oh shoot, I'll be right back. I think I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back, and I may have left the heat on really low. I'll be right back, guys. All right, everything's cool. Everything's cool. I got scared there for a second. I got scared that I left the burner on low with the kitchery, but I turned it off. So, whew, all right. All right, cool. Back. Sorry, everything's cool. All right, so let's see. Any questions I missed here? Let's see. Alice Mitchell, vegan for 10 months. Yeah, awesome. How do you feel? I bet, you have no desire, no cravings for animal bits. That's what people say. Like, don't you just miss having a juicy burger? Like, no, I just go get a freaking Beyond Burger. And I'm sure if I fed it to you, Mr. Meat Eater, who's complaining at me while you're drunk, you'd never know the difference. Yes, and we love Dr. Garth Davis, hardcore. Why is Vegan Gains a sociopath? I mean, who knows? Angie did that interview with him. Is Vegan Gains a sociopath? That's up for you to decide. He is wired a bit differently than most people are, but that's what makes him him. That's what makes Vegan Gains Vegan Gains. He's a unique person. He's not your average dude. And I'm not saying that judgmental. I'm just saying he's a unique person. Ahmed says God gave animals for food. Well, first of all, I'm Buddhist, so that doesn't really have much impact on me, but can you articulate as to why you believe that? Go look up Genesis 1:29, Ahmed Aizan. Go check that out and see if that's what God said. Did it say in Genesis 1:29 that we should be eating plants or animals? And I'll wait for you. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, I know who Alan Watts is. Yeah, the kind of philosopher, if you want to call him that. Yeah, for sure. I've been watch. Yeah, I was into Alan Watts, but back before YouTube. I know you can watch his talks there. It's just usually a photo of him and him talking. But yeah, like cassette tapes of him circulate around when I was into him in the 90s, his books and stuff like that. I haven't read or seen much from him in a long time, to be honest with you. But I remember it resonated with me at back then for sure. There's a good one, Paige. Why would a loving God give our food the sensory apparatus to feel pain and have fear? Why would a loving God just unnecessarily make animals go through so much hell and suffering if that was what God intended for us to eat as food? So yeah, come back and answer that one, Ahmed. Why would a loving God do that? What's your answer for that? God's not loving. Tell me, please, what your retort would be. Favorite vegan restaurant, Taylor? Wow, that's a good question. Um, hmm. Well, I don't think I have a favorite vegan restaurant, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If something comes to me, I will get back to you on that one. Let's see. Favorite vegan ice cream brand? That's really easy. Nadamu, hands down, 100 Nadamu. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. It's a coconut-based ice cream. They're out of Austin, Texas, and I just saw on Instagram they just opened up their scoop shop, or it's in the process of opening like right now. So check it out if you're in Austin, but you can get them at most markets. Nadamu for sure, 100. I mean, it's a great product, and even if I didn't know the people, I mean, I just met them. I'm not like going to visit them in Austin or anything like that. But I met them when they've come out to LA, and they're really cool. Just everything about them is authentic. They're vegan. They love what they're doing. They want to make the best vegan ice cream, and they're doing it. And they're really sweet, cool people too. All of them, from the people that work in the office to the CEO, they're rad. They're legit. And they're not just doing it like, oh, we're all meat eaters, but we're going to try to make money off vegan ice cream because it's popular. They're not like that at all. Meat formed in the lab. Great question. It doesn't really exist now unless you can afford like $100,000 for an ounce or something like that, because it's not made for mass production. But if it ever reaches mass market, I don't think it's intended for vegans, and I think it make great pet food. Huh? What do you think? Let's see. Um, let's see. Well, I guess have me and Angie ever been to Chicago for any vegan fest? No, no, no. I know Mike the vegan. He was talking about how great that was. But no, that's quite a trip for us. There are no slaughterhouses in heaven. Yeah, great comeback there, Paige. So yeah, all these meat eaters, assuming when they die they end up in heaven, and there will be no slaughterhouses there. What are they going to eat? I guess your soul body wouldn't need to eat, I guess would be the answer. But say you wanted to have a juicy steak, because I was like, say these meters, I love my steak. I hope there's steak in heaven. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I think you're going to be screwed there, huh? I mean, why would there be slaughterhouses, or even if it's raised in a grass and heaven grass, like why would there be a slaughter of a heavenly cow? It makes no sense. Cool. You got some Nadamu coupons there. Yeah, they're really cool about sending coupons out too. So yeah. Um, let's see. If you want meat, you'll go to hell. Probably so, huh? I bet they roast all sorts of animals on the fires in hell, I would imagine, huh? Bivalves. I really don't know much about them, but that sounds like a living creature. So yeah, again, I mean, like not plants are. Let's say plants aren't living, but they're not part of the plant kingdom. So yeah, I have no interest in eating a bivalve. Yeah, Frank Lloyd. I've definitely been to that Shilai Buddhist temple in Hacienda Heights. Yeah, I've been there dozens, literally dozens of times. I would say it's the house of worship I've been into more in my life than any other place of worship. I've been in there, yeah, maybe 50 times or so, to the temple and the different halls, the Bodhisattva Hall, the main Buddha Hall. In fact, I was just there around Mother's Day. I met my mom out there because they have a vegan lunch buffet. So yeah, we met up there for that. Cool. Coffee good. Angie likes coffee. I'm not a fan of coffee. I really don't like things that are like stimulants, like caffeine or anything with an nicotine, cocaine, whatever. I just don't like stimulant type things. Who do Buddhists worship? No one really. I mean, you can pay like reverence, I guess, to Buddha, but really, Buddha was a man. He was never a god. He didn't like ascend into heaven and become a god after he died. He just laid down one day and died, and that was it. It's Buddhism is more of a philosophy. It's kind of like veganism. It's like a philosophy. It's a way of looking at life and the world. So it doesn't like assume anything supernatural. You don't have to worship anything, even though the religion's been formalized, so they have like temples and they have rituals and services and stuff like that. But you don't need to do that. Buddha never went to a Buddha church or temple or anything like that. You know, Buddha just got enlightened and gave some instruction, some guidance as to how to live a happy life. So yeah, it's quite different from Western religions. Eastern religions are pretty different, you know, but yeah, it's quite different. The concepts, the categories are very different. Um, let's see. Is seaweed vegan? I think so, right? I mean, it's a plant from the ocean. Um, let's see. Have I tried kava? Is that a root? I don't remember recently having any kava. But yeah, as far as I know, seaweed's vegan, unless some like urchin is stuck on it or something like that. But yes, it's a plant that grows in the ocean. Is palm oil vegan? Is that the one? Is that the one that has the issue with the orangutans if it's harvested in a non, you know, compassionate manner? Yeah, if there's a lot of things you got to watch out for. If that's the one you're bringing up, yeah, try to see if it's certified as being like, you know, not done in that manner. I know not all is the same. Like people say, how can you eat bananas? They burn down rainforest and blah blah blah. I mean, no, some do, but not all. Not all food's grown in the same way. So you got to find the people. You want to support the people who grow things in a way that are in alignment with your values. So there's no such thing as a potato or a palm or a banana or a cherry or anything like that. They're all grown according to how the grower determined how they want to do it. Yeah, Race Lover, not everything vegan is automatically good. Good for the environment, good for your health. There's vegan junk food that's raise your cholesterol, you know, from all the fat, saturated fat and oil in it. So yeah, not everything vegan means healthy, good, ethical. I mean, it's more ethical than probably the animal-based counterparts are, and more healthy than the animal-based counterparts, but doesn't mean it's like, you know, ideal or you know, what you should be supporting. Let's see what else you guys asking are. Yeah, Oreos are vegan. That's what I'm talking about right there. But you know, I haven't had an Oreo since I've been vegan, and I don't think I will. You know, let's see. Let's see. Have I tried the dairy-free Halo Top? What is a dairy-free Halo Top? I've never heard of that. Um, let's see. Alice, let me try to find your question, Alice. I tell you, it's hard to see everyone's question. I'm scrolling, Alice, and I don't see it. Why don't you paste it, Alice, and I'll be looking out hardcore for your question. I tell you, if I skip your question, it's not that I'm ignoring you. Just there's so many. So I'm gonna when Alice posts, someone let me know too in case I miss it. Maybe Race Lever can help me out there, or maybe Race Lever can go and paste it if you can scroll up and find it. I scrolled up many swipes and I didn't see it. Let's see. Halo Top is ice cream. Okay, no, I don't think I've had Halo Top ice cream. I'm pretty sure. Alice asked why haven't Alice Mitchell said I guess she had a question that I skipped. She's asked it a couple times and I couldn't find it. So if you can find it, maybe you could paste it down there for me, or hopefully Alice will do the same too. Yeah, again, I don't want to piss you guys off. I'm trying my best to answer all the questions. Anyway, let's see. Why did I grow my hair so long? That's a kind of a loaded question. I could ask like, why are you cutting your hair so short? You know, I just like, you know, why not? You know, why? It's not even that long. I see guys with hair down to here and everything. Mine's just, you know, kind of long. You know, like, why not? I don't work at a bank or in corporate world or anything like that. I can do as I please. I'm a musician too. Musicians often have longer than average hair. So yeah, that's what's going on there. Let's see. I'm still not seeing Alice. There's Alice. Okay, I finally found you, Alice. Yeah, again, like I said, just ask it several times. How do I reason with someone who says they don't care about their health or animals? You're trying to convert your husband. Wow, that's pretty selfish because caring about your health is something that affects others. You know, if you're doing stuff that's destroying your health and will like shorten your life prematurely, that affects you, Alice. That affects your family. That affects other people. So that's kind of selfish to say you don't care about your health. And animals in the environment. I mean, yeah, if you're not caring about yourself, if you don't give a crap about your own health and your own well-being, yeah, it's hard to give a damn about the welfare of others, particularly animals, right? And the environment. Who cares? I'm going to be dead before the glaciers melt. So, yeah, you might want to you want to start with your husband's health. I would just say, hey, you know, there's this documentary on Netflix. Let's check out What the Health or Forks Over Knives. Just watch some of that, and maybe that will plant a seed. You should let your husband know too that you value health a lot. You know, and maybe the animal argument's not going to win. The animal ethics, the environmental issues aren't going to win out at first. So hopefully you can get him interested in just the food, you know, like if hope you can control the food, you know, have them eat vegan food. Don't tell them it's vegan. Just say, because, you know, vegan food doesn't have to be weird stuff. Just food that normal meat eaters eat all the time. Just don't put the meat and dairy stuff on it. You're still left with lots of plants. So hopefully you convince them through the food. And, you know, cool. I'm glad other people are helping out there. He doesn't care about the environment. Yeah, I'm sure I see people all the time that are self-destructive. I see them kill themselves, and yeah, they don't give a crap about the environment, because if you don't care about yourself, you got to start there first. I think if you don't care about yourself, you're not going to care about things external to you. But obviously I hope he loves you, so there's a start. He's not that selfish, I hope. So yeah, try to convince him about just eating more plant foods with you, and it's important to, and that he should check out some videos. What the Health, Forks Over Knives. Let's see. What else we guys talking about here? When are you going to bulk up to 300 pounds? Well, Kevin, that would be quite a bit of muscle. I weigh 185 right now. So to put 115 pounds of muscle on, how many years would that take? I thought, what was the maximum amount of muscle you could put on if you're not taking drugs? A year? Is it like 5 pounds? Muscle a year? I would be like, or is it 10 pounds? It would take many years, as you see. You know, I don't even know if I'll have a YouTube channel if I dedicate my life to that. But my goal is not to bulk up to be some big, bulky dude. I'm just getting stronger for basketball, and it's working out. You know, I'm playing great right now. Everything's clicking great in basketball. So I'm going to keep on with my training program that I started this year. Let's see. Who's talking about my car there, Don Jackson? Yes, my car is probably older than 30 years old. It's a 1981 Mercedes-Benz 300D. And it runs on diesel, but I spend a little bit more, and I go to some nearby gas stations that have recyclable, or is it called renewable diesel, or recyclable? I think it's called renewable diesel. It's made out of like waste plant matter and stuff like that. So yeah, it's an old car, and it gets it done. It likes living here in Long Beach. It likes the flat ground and not too many hills and stuff like that. It's an awesome car. I mean, when they were new, they were like $70,000 in the 1980s. So I'd be like $100,000 car. It's a sweet car. They can go forever if you take good care of them. Let's see. If I had the land, would I have rescued farm animals as pets? Probably Angie would. You got to watch this video. I think it's going to come out tomorrow. One day, like, it's a day I went to the gym, so you can see me working out. You can see what I'm doing weightlifting wise and basketball. But she filmed all these crazy squirrels. Like, they were going crazy. They were just coming here, like dozens of them. It was nuts. So check that out. A crazy squirrel and what we ate in a day, and how I exercised and how she exercised in a day video as well. It should be a really unique vlog. So check that out. I think that'll come out either tomorrow or Saturday. I was using biodiesel, Lisa B, but you can't really find it in Southern California anymore. Northern California has a few stations, but now they've moved on to something called renewable diesel, it's a lot like biodiesel. It's similar plant mass that it starts from, but it's just processed differently. And for some reason, the government allows that. At least the California government is okay with that, but they've kind of legislated biodiesel out of existence. They called it a hazardous material. Just fascists. Anyway, what do I do about fruit flies? I have a video on that. Let me show you what I do about fruit flies. Happy Healthy Vegan. I'm gonna give you the link right now. One sec. Fruit flies. All right. Here it comes. Copy link. Watch this video. If you guys are having fruit fly problems right now, make these little traps where you can catch them and not even kill them. So it's a win-win. The FX Vegan. Let me see. Am I not answering you too? Let's see. Where should people draw the line when getting internally upset and come out or not with anger? Because you deal with ignorant people on all issues, and it bothers me. Where should I draw the line? Well, I have to deal with this on a daily basis, you know. I mean, because I'm a professional, vegan YouTuber. I get hundreds of comments every day. Most of them are good, but I do get ignorant people. I don't get too many ignorant people in real life. I'm not sure why anymore. Maybe they're intimidated. I'm not sure, but I would say try not to lose your cool, because you're representing veganism. So you don't want to come off, all vegans get emotionally upset. They're just starving because they don't get enough protein. Don't give them any reason to attack you on that front. Just say, I know what you're saying. I used to think like that too before I went vegan, but I've learned a lot. Point them out to say, on Netflix, everyone has Netflix, right? Tell them to check out Cowspiracy. Tell them to check out What the Health, depending if they seem more environmentally minded or more health minded. I just let them know veganism isn't some kind of weird diet. Professional athletes like Kyrie Irving, the Boston Celtics does it. Serena Williams, the only U.S. male to qualify for the Olympic weightlifting team, Kendrick Ferris. Like, none of the meat eaters qualified, so he's vegan. So just let them know it's not some weird hippie, trippy, unicorn diet or anything like that. It's just a healthy alternative. Not alternative. It's not only healthy, it's like the only option we really have as a species if we want to try to make some meaningful impact on greenhouse gas emissions. So it's just a win-win-win, and tell them to get on board. So yeah, show them, make them aware of those movies. But yeah, don't lose your temper on them. Don't do that. You notice when I make my response videos, no matter how upset these anti-vegans arguments are, their lies are, their fantasies are, I don't get upset. I mean, you see me get a little pissed off a little bit, but I don't ever lose it. You don't ever want to lose it. Let's see. All right, what else you guys talking about here? What's the deal with that one vegan drama channel, that angry woman? I won't say her name, but she gets on my nerves. I think I know who you're talking about. Is it one I've responded to a few times? I don't watch what she says because it's just a bunch of crap. It's like almost anti-vegan propaganda coming from a vegan. It's really disturbing. It makes me wonder why that is the case. Why would this certain person agree with Joe Rogan rather than vegan doctors? It makes no sense. Yes, Angie's cookbook is still for sale, meaning it's available to purchase, A, and B, the ebook is on sale. We lowered the price $2 down, lowered it $2 during the Christmas holidays, and we just left it at that new low price ever since. And we have the printed book. We can't really come much more down on the price because you see, it's a friggin' big book, full color. So, but if you buy it from our store, shop.happyhealthyvegan.org, we can autograph it for you if you like. Just leave a comment when you check out for Angie, or Angie and me to sign it for you. What are my thoughts on cannabis? Cannabis is rad, right? I'm glad it's legal. It's about freaking time, Let's see. It was so cool. This music festival I went to last weekend, the Royal Seco Music Weekend. It was the first big outdoor concert I've been to since weed's been so legal. And this has been my dream, because usually when I go see bands, I can't enjoy myself because everyone's freaking drunk. They're double fisting all the beers and spilling it everywhere and getting all aggressive and weird. most people were high this weekend. It was so much better. People are like, instead of being all mean and weird, people were still double fisting the beers, but people were just way more chill, way more relaxed, way more non-aggressive. Like usually when I go out, I just don't like the aggressive vibe I feel when there's like thousands of drunk people. It's just weird. You can feel it, you can sense it. But this time I felt some of that. It was diminished. It wasn't entirely gone, but it was just more chill vibes than I ever remember. And I saw way more weed being smoked than ever, because you don't have to do it in private. You know, people are just smoking it out in the open because it's pretty much legal. And so many people are doing it, they can't stop. They made no effort to. So I can now go see music again without getting all vibed out from all the just, you know, people were forced to take only one substance to alter the consciousness all these years. The government only allowed alcohol. Somehow they gathered, yes, alcohol in its various forms will be the only way we will allow you to alter your consciousness. Now, another way that's been done but was outlawed for so long is now finally getting the light of day. So that's cool. Let's see. How much protein do you need on a vegan diet? How many calories do you need in a day? Well, protein, I mean, you don't need to hit a certain number, in the sense that if you're eating, you know, a balanced vegan diet, I mean, all sorts of various foods. Remember, all plant foods have protein. Most people don't need that. I mean, if you feel like you need more protein for whatever reason, like you're doing intense exercise, something like that, you can have some flax seeds, eat more legumes, like the kitchery I had tonight. I had a bunch of mung beans, so I'm getting my protein in there. So if you need extra, there's just find more plants that have extra protein, but all plants have protein in them. So on a typical day, I get about maybe 75% of my calories from carbs and probably about 12.5 or so from protein, 12.5% of calories from fat. So you're going to get protein as long as you're not just like mono mealing like foods that are really low in protein. Just like my banana smoothie that I have every morning, I punch it into Chronometer, and it already has about a third of my recommended daily allowance of protein. And this is from bananas, you know, food not really known for being a protein powerhouse. So it just shows you really have to do something weird to create a vegan diet that consistently doesn't have sufficient amounts of protein. It's almost unheard of. As far as calories, it depends on your size and your activity level. As I talked about earlier, I'm 6'5", fairly active. So somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 calories is what I'm eating most days. You know, some days maybe a hair under, some days a hair over, but yeah, that's kind of where I am at. But yeah, if you're a smaller female, not that active, you're probably going to look at low 2,000, something like that. A natural vegan gave you a pantry and fridge tour, and she had a bunch of protein products. Huh, I wonder why she needs so much protein. Is she like, you know, doing intense, crazy exercise? Like, why so much freaking protein? Why does she need more protein than someone like me who played basketball for an hour and 40 minutes today and then lifted for 45? I'm not sure. Just curious. I mean, if you want to do that, that's cool. I'm not sure why you would need that with such low activity levels. As I assume I don't follow that person. I just don't remember her being the most athletic vegan on YouTube. Let's see. She's weird and misinformed. I'm just going to leave it at that. Let's see. Favorite boy band? That'd be a good question for Angie. I could tell you who hers is. It's a band called Chase Atlantic. There's some young Australian lads, and they're actually in kind of around town right now. They were passing through SoCal yesterday. She was bummed she couldn't go out and see them. They're just hanging out at a fire pit at Huntington Beach the other night. But yeah, check them out. Chase Atlantic. They're it's kind of like a boy band version of, like, say, The Weeknd or something like that, you know, if that makes any sense. Will the cookbook be back in stock soon? It says sold out. You're kidding me. Let me go look right now. That's wild. Let's see. The cookbook is sold out. It says sold out. Holy moly. Okay, thank you. Let me fix that right. I can't fix it right now and chat with you guys. Actually, I probably can. I think I can just do it right here off the app. Hang on one sec, guys. Oh, come on, don't ask for the password. All right. All right. I guess that's why we haven't had any sales for the cookbook for the past couple days. I didn't really think about that. All right, I'm going to put it back on sale. I guess I just entered a certain quantity, and okay, let me just fix it right now. Yeah, sold out. My effing bad. All right. All right. One more second here. All right. Should be cool now. Let's see. Whoa, it didn't. All right. It's on. It's in stock again. So All right, thank you. Thank you for pointing that out to me. My bad. Shows you how busy I've been the past few days. So yeah, Keep It Car Baby. If you've been trying to buy a copy of Keep It Car Baby, we are not sold out. It's in stock right now. And um, again, you mention it when you check out that you want it autographed, signed by Angie and or me too, and we will do that for you. God, I feel so lame for not noticing that on our site that it had been sold out. I gotta be more on top of this stuff. Okay. Let's see. So thank you, Katrina. Thank you. You can order right now. It's ready to go. In fact, if you order right now, I'll get a notification. I'll give you a little shout out. Yeah, don't tell Angie I'm hurting sales race lever. Let's keep that a secret between all of us here. Right? Don't let her know that I slacked in my duties for the past couple days. Yeah, we have a small garden. If someone was asking about that, thanks, Paige. Yeah, it's mainly tomatoes, kale, and what's that called? Chard. I guess Swiss chard, big green leafy plant. That's pretty much it. And it's not a lot, but yeah, little bunnies and deer don't get killed in our little garden or anything like that, despite what Joe Rogan and Ted Nugent might say. Um, let's see. Um, um, Jerusalem artichokes. Yeah, that's something I don't have all that often. Have I tried the Beyond sausage? I had them back at Natural Products Expo in March, and yeah, they're pretty tasty. They're always sold out when I go to the market, so I guess they're being very well received. Um, let's see. Yeah, I have a huge combine in my backyard to pull that chard and tomatoes out. Not. Let's see. Crafty, your parents are 5'4" and 5'8". Yeah, I'm guessing you're probably not 6'5". I'm guessing, huh? Um, Aspen, yeah, if you want to contribute subtitles to our videos, someone contacted us about that before. So, yeah, we'd really like that. If you don't mind reaching out to us on our contact page on our website, just contact me there and then I'll get in touch with you and we'll figure it out. Because, yeah, someone offered before and I allowed the video to get subtitled, but he never followed up. So I'd like to try it again. I know, yeah, a lot of people can see, don't understand English. It could get off or maybe have hearing issues. So, yes, that'd be awesome. So thank you. We'll talk about that. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, this is Joey here. If you guys want to see Joey, let's see. Cool. Thanks, Aspen. Appreciate that. That'd be rad. Yeah, Jojo, really. What food do we feed our cats? Let me let's see. Let me find out. What's that? Vegan cats? Oh, wait, no, eco dogs and cats. One thing they like is let me see if I forgot what it was called. Darn. They like the vegan kibbles that I get off Eco Dogs and Cats. One brand is Ami, AMI. It's from Italy. It's kind of expensive, and everyone likes that. The outdoor neighborhood cat likes it. The possums and squirrels like it. Raccoons like it. And there's another one. I forgot what it's called. It's on their site. I forgot. Then these guys like it too. And there's other stuff they eat too, but I'll just show you. Those are some ones I'm not sponsored from, and you can check that out. RC, you said you're having a hard time with protein and suggestions besides tofu. Well, RC, again, as I just talked about earlier, remember, all plants have protein. All plants have protein. I've been vegan 7 years. I don't take any protein supplements. I don't go out of my way to eat high protein foods. Sometimes I'll get them, like the legumes I had, the mung beans that were in my dinner tonight have, more protein than say like my fruit does. But even my banana smoothie has about a third of my recommended daily allowance of protein. So all plants have protein. So unless you're doing something really extreme, like, trying to bulk up super quickly, like bodybuilding or something like that, you probably don't have any extra need for protein beyond someone like me who's, bulking up already, not like in the sense of bodybuilder, but playing basketball, lifting weights, running. It's like, I know a lot of people when they're new to veganism really think that they're not getting protein and they have to find alternative sources, but all plants have protein and some have a boat ton of proteins. Like I said, legumes, flax seeds, stuff like that. So you're probably not going to be protein deficient. The reason why I say that is because I've been vegan 7 years. I've met and become friends with hundreds, if not thousands of vegans. And and not all of them eat all that well. Some are just like junk food vegans. I've never met a protein deficient vegan. I've never met a protein deficient person. You can go to a doctor and they'll say they've never seen a protein deficient person in their entire life. So I recommend reading this book right here. It's called Proteinaholic by our much loved Dr. Garth Davis, MD. And he traces the history of our nations, if you live in the United States, our nation's obsession with this macronutrient, this blessed, glorious macronutrient known as protein. And it's really not a big deal. It's not really hard to get. I know most people think, oh my God, if they go on like a show like Survivor, they're going to have to eat rice and they'll get protein deficient. No, it didn't work like that. You don't always need to be consuming protein. So I'm just letting you know that your concern about protein is the result of direct manipulation by meat and dairy industries for dozens of years. He details it here. And this book is also a great resource for all the healthful benefits of a plant-based diet. So check it out. Not saying ignore your protein or anything like that, but it'd be really, really hard to design a whole food plant-based diet where you're not getting more than enough protein for your needs here. All right, Katrina, thank you. Katrina just ordered Keep It Carved Baby. So thank you for letting me know it was temporarily sold out on the site. And cool, I'll check to see if you want to get it autographed or not. Usually what we do is, there's when you check out, there's a little form you can fill out, and Angie and I, or just Angie, will sign it on inside the front cover here. So cool, Katrina. Thanks so much, guys. You guys are awesome. Let's see. Crafty, you're supposed to be sleeping, but you can't leave this live stream. I'm so riveting, so entertaining that you can't leave. I'm flattered, thank you, but I don't think I'm all that great. Yeah. Let's see. I'd be a good boy band member. Well, I'm a boy. I'm a male at least, and I'm in a band, so I in a sense I am in a boy band. What's my favorite berry? If I can go to a tree that's just full of ripe, dank mulberries, which there were last month, and I didn't get out to them. Yeah, that's the ultimate. Finding just a bursting, wet, dank mulberry tree to harvest. Yeah. Oh, thanks, CO Mom. Thanks so much for that. Yeah, we try to share good information. That's our way of doing veganism. We don't splash paint on butchers or throw rocks at them or anything, or butcher shops. Our activism is through spreading, educating and rational thought. And I think that's the way we're reaching people. Let's see. The world WWE UK champ is vegan and he's muscular. Yeah, interesting you bring that. There's so many muscular vegans. I mean, I could do an episode with 100 muscular vegans. It's not hard or weird to be a muscular vegan these days. There's so many on Instagram, so many on YouTube. It's easy. I mean, the jury's not, there's no decision. It's already known. That's, getting buff and swole has nothing to do with eating meat. You can do it on meat. You can do it on vegan. Let's see. What do I think about oils? Good one, positive plant-based cooking. We don't cook with oils here. We don't have oils. The only exception is sometimes I have some coconut oil that I put in my hair. And sometimes, like maybe once every month or two, I'll make some popcorn on the stove. You know, we have some organic GMO-free corn kernels, and I'll put a little bit of coconut oil in the pan to just kind of coat it for the popcorn. But other than that, I never cook with oil. However, I do get oils when I go out to restaurants and vegan pop-ups and events, so I'll get it then. So yeah, so that's how I try to live. You know, it's like, you know, it's what I do day in and day out. And if I get a little oil once in a blue moon, I don't think that's going to really, you know, take anything off my health or lifespan or anything like that. You know, reasonable, rational vegan. Um, Let's see. Are steroids vegan? I have no freaking idea. I've never seen any steroids in my life. I don't even know what they look like. Is the B12 and nutritional use bioavailable? Yeah, I've seen debate over that, about that very issue, and I don't know what the answer is. All I know is from my own personal experience, I eat tons of nutritional yeast, and I use a sublingual spray maybe 3 times a week, and there's a little bit of B12 in my almond milk. And between those 3 sources, my B12 levels are higher than, like, you know, than 90% of 95% of all North Americans. And let me send you the link to my blood test video, and you could check out me bragging, showing off my great B12 levels there. And yeah, let's see. Least favorite food. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a least favorite food, at least none I'm thinking of right now. Cool, Tom. You're welcome. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm going to watch Joey's debate video tonight, hopefully. And I might respond to that in a day or two live like this, put it on the screen and we'll talk about it. And so we'll see how that goes. I haven't watched it yet, though. I'm sure I have to watch that and the Joe Rogan, Ted Nugent video. I'm behind. I've been busy all day until I started this live stream with you guys. I've been doing stuff all effing day. Does Angie get blood tests, Katrina? Great question. I've been trying to get her down to take a blood test, but the sad fact is she doesn't have good veins. And I remember when we got her a blood test like maybe 15 years ago, the nurse was like butchering her up trying to find veins. It was horrible. And when she's had to go to the dentist, I told you, the oral surgeon, because of the root canal, the 20-year-old root canal that had to come out, they had a hard time getting blood too. They had to actually dig it into her hand or something. So she's definitely afraid of needles and doctors. So it's been hard to get her in for a blood test. So I really want to, though. I really do. But I imagine if she's eating similarly to how I am, because we are same, you know, nutritional needs and B12 and everything, she should be good. She gets lots of sun too, so she should have good vitamin D. So I assume she's doing pretty well. She doesn't seem to be exhibiting any of the signs of deficiencies in either of those. Yeah, poor Angie. You know, she's really gone through a lot of suffering this year from her weird dental issues. I even have something I need to get taken care of. I'm just put on hold so I can help her through her thing. But anyway, enough of our sorrows here. Yes, I'll give her some hugs from y'all, Tracy. Let's see. Let's see what else is going on here. Let's see. Hey, Radu. How do you make your skin brush softer? I have no idea, Alan. Let's see. What else you guys asking? Let's see. Here's Julia's routine. Generally 2 to 3 hours of working out a day. Wow, you're a monster. That's hardcore. Congrats. Plus walking a mile 5 times a week. Wow, I feel lazy compared to you. You only need to focus on diet if you want to be an Olympian. Yeah. Focus it on meaning, super hardcore, drilling down on every last gram of things. Yeah, I guess if you want to be an Olympian, and that's not even necessary. I see Olympians going to McDonald's and stuff and professional athletes. But yeah, if you really want to perform your best at an elite level, assuming you're on that elite stage, yeah, then it would behoove you to really drill down in your diet like that. But yeah, I just eat whole food plants, guys. Except, yeah, when I go out to eat at restaurants or vegan events, which is not every day by a long shot, Yeah, I'm eating whole food plants, which means I'm getting a broad range of vitamins and minerals. I'm eating naturally high carb, low fat. People say, why are you so obsessed with carbs? Well, I'm not obsessed. That's just what's in plants, guys. Unless you're eating a ton of durian and avocado, you're going to eat a high carb diet. That's what the creator, God, nature put into plants. Lots of carbs. Um, let's see. Do we own or rent our home? Good question, Katrina. You guys really want to know these things, huh? I got this. I bought it, and I don't own it outright, but I got it in the year 2000. I looked really good on paper then, financially and stuff like that. I had money saved from my band, Love Spirals. We sold a lot of CDs in the 90s. And property was a hell of a lot cheaper in 2000 than it is in 2018. So I looked good. The bank thought I wasn't a risk. And yeah, here I am now. I more than halfway into it and almost paid off. And yeah, it was a good decision. Even though it does cost some money, we had to spend sharing all my sorrows with you guys. We had a leaky roof. It was like it's usually not much of a problem because it usually doesn't rain, but when it rains, it pours, and water was dripping into our bedroom for several years. I have to get cups and everything. Anyway, yeah, that was a little expense that we got done in March, I believe it was, fixing the roof leak. They had like redo a several hundred square foot portion of that. So yeah, it's not all great. Yeah, most people who rent, they'll have to pay for that so they can go to Hawaii, even though we were able to go for Angie's 50th. But anyway, yeah, having a house is cool, but be prepared to shell out some cash for dumb things like that. I live in Long Beach, by the way, if someone's asking there. Is Fake Meat Burger coming to Canada? I mean, which one? I'm sure you can get a veggie burger, a vegan burger in Canada. Are you asking about the Beyond Meat? I'm not sure where they're distributed yet now, as far as have they reached Canada or not. Let's see. Okay, Julie, you're not doing that every day still, man. That's like, what, 20 hours of exercise? I mean, I don't ever cross like 10. I never get into double digits. For me, a big week is if I can get like 6 or something like that. Yeah, Long Beach, California, RC. Yeah, P.O. Box. Let me see. Yeah, we have a P.O. Box. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick here. Let's see if I have it on our Instagram or not. Crap. Why am I not logged in? Let me just double check. I think it's on our Instagram. So now's a great time for me to mention, follow Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram. We're Happy Healthy Vegan. So let me just pull up our page here and see if we have our P.O. box on it. But yeah, follow us there. Angie posts food on there all the time. She's the one that's really making our Instagram happen. Yeah, we have a P.O. box. I'll shout it out for you right now, but just go follow us. It's on our profile page there. It's P.O. Box 391, Seal Beach, California. Let's see. I do have a zip code. I'm waiting for a zip code to pop up. God, you might have to Google the zip code there, but P.O. Box 391, Seal Beach, California. We live in Long Beach, but I like Seal Beach it was cheaper than a Long Beach box, and it's just a nice, chill place to pick up mail. Anyway, but yeah, follow us, Happy Healthy Vegan. You'll really get a good sense of what we eat on a daily basis. We don't make vlogs all that often, even though one's coming out, I think, tomorrow. So make sure to watch it. You can see me lifting weights and a bunch of squirrels attacking our house. Watch that. But anyway, yeah, if you subscribe or follow us on Instagram, Happy Healthy Vegan, you'll see what we're eating day in and day out. A lot of people say, why do you eat so much junk food? Like, no, that's just when we go to vegan events. I mean, we eat whole food freaking plants. That's what Keeping Carb Baby is all about. This is what we eat day in and day out. We don't go to the market and buy a bunch of like Beyond Burgers or anything like that. How much salt is too much? I have no idea. I'm not a medical doctor, but yeah, we don't cook with salt. But again, we get it. Salt. We eat salt when we go to restaurants and vegan events. So yeah, I'm sure it all balances out that we have a healthy amount. And since we get some, but we're not totally restricting all forms of salt. RC, well, that's good. You're on the path. I didn't become vegan overnight myself. It was like a multi-year process, essentially. So, yeah, I suggest that you check out, if you have Netflix, check out Cowspiracy. You can see what kind of damage, what kind of extreme damage the world is suffering as a result of animal agriculture. So check that out. Basically, it's destroying our planet. The #1 source of greenhouse gases is not transportation. It's from animal agriculture. Over 51% is attributable to that. And check out What the Health, too, to see why eating plants is actually the way to go if you want to be healthy. Just a win-win. Veganism is a win-win. It's a win for you, your health. It's a win for animals. They don't need to die needlessly in order for you to continue living, because I haven't had an animal product in 7 years, and I'm super healthy. I played basketball for an hour, 40 minutes today, and lifted weights for about 45 minutes after that. And it's a win for the environment. So check it out. When you go to Spain, and it's not all over because they don't just eat a meat-only diet there. I'm sure you can find beans, all sorts of legumes, rice, so there's plant foods everywhere, no matter where you're going in the world. Let's see. Doraemon, what's that? How can we get my take on how to give kids confidence when refusing animal products, especially when adults are pushy? Well, I mean, are you around when these adults are pushing on them? Because that's not cool. I mean, yeah, you as a parent, I assume you're a parent, you should be telling these people, hey, don't we're vegan here. Don't go and try to trick my child into eating something that he or she doesn't want to eat and knows is not good for them and not good for the animal that had to die needlessly for it. So let's see, give them confidence. Just hopefully your kid knows. I would say make sure they're informed as to why veganism is so good. I assume they're doing it because of you. You're controlling the food, which is awesome, but they got to know why it's so good. If they're old enough, see if they can watch and understand what the health. See if they can understand cowspiracy, and then they'll know, I get it now. And so animals don't need to die. It's polluting the planet. And if you have a kid, you want the planet to be healthy for them in 40, 50, 60, 70 years. So hopefully the kids have a bigger investment in a healthy, sustainable planet than we do as parent age people. So let them know you're doing something, you're sacrificing in a sense, like being different than the rest of society to help create a better planet for them to inherit. I just don't get why more parents don't make that connection if they really love their kids that much, to make the connection between environmental destruction, greenhouse gases, and what causes it the most. Okay, Jason, wow, thank you. Another awesome super chat tip there. Thank you. And again, go look on our Twitter at Happy Healthy Vegan, and you should see a nice thank you automated there. I set that up a couple, like last week, I think it was. Anyway, he said, Dr. Esselstyn, blenderized fruit / fructose separated from their fiber absorption is fast. Rapid absorption in the stomach can injure the liver. Are you sure you're not talking about juicing? I thought I've seen Esselstyn say blended fruit. I mean, not him. I mean, just anyone knows this. Like when you separate fiber from the fruit, we're talking about that's juicing. When you have when you blend your fruit, fiber is still in there. It's still in there. So you're not getting the extreme fast rapid absorption that you get from juicing. What blending does is allows you to eat it faster. If I put in 10 bananas and blend it, I can, if I want to, down that way faster than if I were trying to eat them whole. So I just made a video about that. Watch the video I put out 2 days ago about QA, our smoothies bad and our vegans white. I linked to a Dr. Greg or nutritionfacts.org video where you can find nothing wrong with smoothies other than two concerns. Your tooth enamel can erode if you're not careful, like have some water afterwards, and don't drink them too quickly for this very reason that it allows you to eat them quicker. But the fiber is still there. It's not gone, unlike juicing. That's one reason why I'm totally not into juicing, because that's really like the fiber's gone. You throw it away. It's expensive too, and fiber is good for you. So check that out. That's my opinion. Smoothies are fine. Dr. Greg find nothing bad. Just don't drink them super quickly. And I try to make a point, even though I might be starving like I was after the gym today, to drink it at a reasonable pace, no matter how hungry I might be. Let's see. Let's see what else you guys talking about there. So I hope I answered your question there. Good. Jason, is that your name, Jason, or is it Jason? Anyway, does fiber make you poo in your pants? 98% of Americans are deficient in fiber, so most people need more fiber. So yeah, it's kind of weird when you see meat eaters go on some kind of juice cleanse. Like, oh, you're still not getting your fiber. I'm glad you're not eating dead animals, but you still got to get your fiber. Yeah, try to chew your smoothies. Yeah, as weird as that may seem to try to chew, I think it makes some more digestive enzymes activated. So yeah, just don't pour it, smash it down. Um, is carrot juice still healthy? I'm not going to say what is or isn't healthy. I'm just telling you why I personally do not juice. I mean, I'll have a juice on occasion. I know a lot of people drink juice every day or something like that. It's like a part of their daily regimen, but not mine. A smoothie is part of mine. Let's see. Yeah, talking about going on cleanses, right? I was saying how people doing juice fast, trying to get cleansed, but they're not getting the fiber because they're throwing that out with the juice pulp. So yeah, that's, as someone points out here, that's what cleanses out, right? That's what helps cleanse out. Yeah, Lisa, that's what cleanses toxins out. Fiber is key in that. So yeah, another reason why I'm so pro smoothie and not so hip on juices. Like I said, I'll have a juice on occasion, but I'm not into juicing. Let's see. You read that in Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease Cookbook. You got to remember, Jason. Yeah, I have that book right here. Oh, that's Neil Bernard's book. I do have it, and I've read it. And his book is very strict. And his book is, his target audience are people who have actual heart disease. People who have either had their first heart attack, have had surgeries. So keep that in mind. You can be a little more lax if you're not already a heart patient. I'm hoping you're not. So, just keep that in mind. That's his target demo. But anyone can follow that advice. If you can live a healthy, great life from Dr. Elston's advice, but it's a little strict if you're not a heart patient. Bradley, wow, thank you for the super chat tip there. Thanks again. Check Twitter. I think it generates a thank you for you. It'll be there on our Twitter page for your super chat tip. So thanks. I'm glad you appreciate all the good content that we put out. Love it. Thanks. Do I use a squatty potty? Oh yeah, great question. A lot of people think I'm against squatting and pooping because I use that as an example of my ancestors' argument. I say, God, people are really selective. They eat meat because they perceive that's what their ancestors did, but they neglect everything else like squatting and pooping. And a lot of people say, yeah, Ryan, you're being wrong there because it's actually healthy. I know squatting and pooping is good, but I personally don't do it, but I've never said it's bad or unhealthy. I'm just saying people are very selective about what they choose to emulate from our ancestors. If you really are so concerned about being like your ancestors, why just pick one thing? And that's wrong too. It's not like they were just eating all meat and they're only picking one selective portion of our ancestors' history. So yeah, I want to make that clear. I'm not against squatting and pooping whatsoever. I know it's good. It's the way our bodies have been designed to poop. Have I lost friends going vegan? I've lost friends, but not from going vegan. I just lose friends because usually my friends don't live anywhere around me. So it's hard to stay close and stay in touch. But no one's ever said, if you go vegan, we're not friends anymore. If so, I would say, well, I guess you're not really a friend then, because why would that be a barrier to friendship? They reveal more about them, some issues they have in their life. Why would being vegan, make them unable to be a friend? Do I like pet rats? Let's see. Have I met any pet rats lately? I can't remember meeting any pet rats lately. I had a hamster when I was a kid. That was cool. Let's see. Do I have any vegan apparel recommendations? Like something that is like fully vegan. I mean, most clothes are vegan. You just have to watch out for things like leather, wool, silk. But yeah, just look at the ingredients. Hemp, cotton, stuff like that. But I don't have any apparel brands or anything like that for you. Let's see. Yeah, there you go, Andrew. Andrew lists the benefits of chewing your smoothies. So if you can have the discipline to chew them, that's a good thing. Let's see. Can one eat cornflakes and still be healthy? Well, is there such a thing as cornflakes? Is there only one formulation, or do different manufacturers make them? Again, like what I'm saying, you got to read the ingredients. Maybe the way Kellogg's makes cornflakes is different than the way some small vegan hippie brand makes cornflakes. So just, what am I hearing there? Thought I heard something. But anyway, yeah, read the ingredients. And yeah, if it's made well, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I have cereal all the time. It's made out of oats, but yeah. Yeah, and Rainbow Boxes raises a good point. Yeah, like Kellogg's, I'm sure using GMO corn, and like a smaller family like hippie brand, they'll probably say GMO free and certified like that. So yeah, look for stuff like that. It all depends on how it's made. There's no such thing as food. It's all about how it's made, how it was grown. Let's see. Um, wow. Race Lover, should we ban that person that you just held their comment for review? I see it. I don't think anyone else can see it, but we don't need people like that come in here. So if you want to ban this person, give you the total thumbs up to do that. Is leather used in vehicles? You have to ask. There's most manufacturers do offer leather in their cars, but they also do offer non-leather seats and stuff too. So you just have to ask. They'll be upfront about it because usually leather is an upgrade. It costs more. They want to upsell you to that. So just ask. Ask around. Yes, you can. You should have no trouble finding vegan seats. The question, though, that's really hard, and I've talked to Mr. Vegan about this, of Mr. and Mrs. Vegan, is the steering columns. You might have trouble finding a cruelty-free steering column, and the manufacturers themselves might not even know exactly what it's made out of. But as far as the seats go, yeah, I'm cool because my car is from the '80s and it's all MB Tex, Mercedes-Benz Tex, which is artificial kind of leathery looking thing. It looks like leather, but it's not, and it's extremely durable. It's beautiful too. So anyway, Angie, she should be getting back soon from her yoga, and we'll probably eat a little bit more of that khichdi that I made earlier this evening that I had a couple big bowls of. Where you can get vitamin D2. Is that the same as vitamin D? If it is, that's from sunshine. Go outside and yeah, the sunlight rays. Okay, I'm not a medical doctor. What does it do? It converts a hormone in the brain to produce vitamin D, something like that. So yeah, sunshine is the best source of vitamin D. Again, I'm not a medical doctor, but yeah, just Google vitamin D sunlight and you'll find what you need to find on that. Let's see. Honda Element, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, my guy when we used to rent out like a studio apartment here, he had the Element. I remember that being a chill car. Um, F your comfort zone. You're saying I'm awesome. Thanks. Have I tried Soylent? No, I haven't tried Soylent before. Sorry, I can't give you a review on that. Sleep. I sleep around 8 to 9 hours a night, depending on A, how fatigued and exhausted I am, and B, how if I don't get interrupted in the morning by like a phone or a loud truck or a cat jumping on me or something like that. Yeah. Let's see. Do you have to have big biceps to do this sport? What sport is that exactly? Odds are you probably don't. I can't think of too many sports that require big biceps. Doraemon, yeah, I'm going to watch that Julie Carpstrong, Piers Morgan debate and either do a response video or maybe respond to it live tomorrow or something with you guys. So I'll check it out. I've been busy all day. I haven't had a chance to do any YouTube viewing all day. All right, Jason, you got the cookbook around Christmas, and your girlfriend has adopted a more plant-based diet. Very grateful for us honest vegan YouTubers. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad not only you are enjoying it, but your girlfriend is too. That's awesome. That's great. Is keeping a parrot vegan? Well, I have a pet. Why are vegans, why would vegans be prevented from sharing their love of animals with animals, right? I mean, nothing in the definition of vegan says you can't share your love of an animal with an animal. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to be the vegan police and tell you what is or isn't vegan. You know, we try not to be judgmental like that. Why are bananas expensive in some parts of the world? It depends. I mean, it depends. Even Whole Foods now, since Amazon bought them, dropped their price of bananas to like what the price of like just, any supermarket, that has like Dole and Chiquita. But these are like, whole trade bananas that are grown in good soils. How do I know that? I haven't been there, but you can taste it. They just taste wonderful. So I'm not sure exactly what you mean. Could be in some parts of the world. It's kind of vague. If you have some more specifics there, Might be able to address that question a little bit better, but it's kind of too hypothetical right now. Um, let's see. Um, what was my last non-YouTube, non-musical job? Well, you know, last time I had a full-time job was a while ago, but I mean, on and off through like for the past like 15 years, I worked for a company part-time, just really part-time called the Princeton Review. It's a test prep, particularly for the SAT and the ACT. I worked as what they call a master tutor, which means that people paid a lot of money. Not to me, it didn't trickle down that well, and I would help their kids like kick butt on the SAT. So I did that for a while, off and on. But I kind of stopped doing that when I started doing. Someone here? When I started doing Happy Healthy Vegan, like very seriously. But last time I had a real full-time job. Um, Let me think. Well, I used to work for myself too. Before I got into Happy Healthy Vegan, I was like, working for myself for years as a web developer, making websites and that kind of activity. And before that, I worked full time and as at some companies, so for some web companies, as an internet developer, software developer. So that was it, web stuff. And yeah, I hope I answered your question there. It's been a while. Let's see. Um, let's see. What colleges did I go to? I started off at Cal Poly Pomona, and I started off like as a business major for some reason. I started in computer information systems. So that's where I learned how to get my computer programming skills from. Then I switched to psychology, and then I transferred to Cal State Fullerton and found philosophy, got my degree there. Then I went to grad school at UC Santa Barbara as a PhD program in philosophy. And I left after the first year because I wanted to pursue music and just the burgeoning internet developments going on there. I wanted to get involved in those industries. So that was kind of my schooling right there. What else you guys talking about here? Any new merch in the works? Yeah, I want to make a special shirt for our store that has saying that I like to say quite often. So I just have to get off my butt and make it happen, get a design for it and stuff like that. But yeah, nothing radical, nothing else really. When are we going to visit New York City? Wow, I don't see that happening anytime soon, but you never know really. Yeah, UC Santa Barbara was awesome. It's so beautiful out there. I lived in the city of Santa Barbara. I just like rode the bus to the campus or drove my car some days too. Yeah, but yeah, it's beautiful out there. Yeah, beautiful beach, surfing. Yeah, it's a cool place to study philosophy. Let's see. What else you guys asking about here? Is oat bran processed? I don't know. Look up with a label. I really don't know much about oat bran, to be honest with you. Do I like any rap music? Angie's more of the rap, or I don't know if that's the right word. She, listens to stuff off like they're not rap, but like Drake and Weeknd, soul, R&B kind of stuff. That's more her deal. As far as like full on rap, I like old school stuff. I like the '90s rap. That's to me like the golden age of hip hop. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. That whole Death Row Records kind of era stuff there is pretty sweet West Coast stuff. I dig that. I'll drive around, listen to the Chronic from time to time for sure. Who's my best friend besides Angie? I really don't have any like a best friend. I haven't had one for years, probably because I said most of my friends that I'm close with don't live around here. So it's really hard to like stay close. I have to travel far to hang out with my chums. So yeah. I guess, yeah, Angie's my best friend right now. Not to say I don't know a lot of people. I just don't have like a best buddy or anything like that. Let's see. Thoughts on the third eye? I mean, it's what you focus on when you meditate. I don't know what it has to do with vegan though. Any thoughts on what you think has to do with vegan? Do I ever miss any childhood non-vegan foods? No, because there's already like vegan versions that are like there that are equally good or if not better. Like Ben and Jerry's was something I loved from my past, and now they have dairy-free Ben and Jerry's, particularly Cherry Garcia. So there's nothing, there's nothing. Everything. Like pizza, there's great vegan pizzas. In fact, the best pizza I ever had in my life was the one we had in Hawaii. Watch our vlog from earlier this year when we went to Hawaii for Angie's 50th birthday. That was the best vegan pizza I've ever had in my life. Best pizza I've ever had in my life. So there's nothing I miss. No, everything has been made vegan now. You want to be my best friend, Ollie? Cool. Let's hang out. Come out to Long Beach and we'll chill. Yeah, we're both 50. Yeah, believe it or not. Some people say we look older than that. Some people we look younger, but yeah, we're both 50 years old. You got Cherry Garcia in your fridge right now. Get some Nanamu too. Then you'll have a nice trifecta there. Let's see. A cauliflower crust pizza. Damn, we're coming over there. We're totally coming over there, RC. Let's see. Would I ever consider going to Quebec? Yeah, strangely, Angie and I were just talking about that today. I forgot what the purpose was. What we were thinking. I can't remember. I guess a friend of hers told her to go check out some place in that part of the world. I said, we'll come at least to Toronto, get close to Quebec. But we've never been to Canada. And I've always, ever since I was a wee lad, I've always wanted to travel to Canada. So I'm sure we will at some point. It'll probably be on West Coast, British Columbia first, I'm guessing, just because of its proximity to the West, to Los Angeles. Will we ever go on tour? Not musically, but we're going to do some live streams. I'm getting the software and everything together as we speak to figure out how to stream a live performance, going through all our studio, our microphones and effects, so you'll have a nice sound to listen to. So yeah, we're going to go on tour virtually. So again, make sure you're following us, not only here, but also on Instagram, our band, Love Spirals. Make sure you're following Love Spirals Official on Instagram and YouTube. Love Spirals Official. So go follow us right now, because even though we will play some music here on Happy Healthy Vegan when our album comes out, I don't want to overburden you guys with music here, because this is, after all, a vegan channel, not a music channel. So we're really going to go hardcore on our other channels on Instagram and YouTube. Love Spirals Official on both of them. So just go and follow us now. You'll see little stuff along the way, me jamming in the studio. I show pictures of my gear and tell little stories. So does Angie. So follow us. Love Spirals Official, Instagram and YouTube. Let's see. Thoughts on vegans getting enough zinc? As far as I know, that's not a vegan issue. I mean, I'll do some more research on that. I've never done a video on zinc, so let me write that down. Remember to do some research on a vegan zinc video, so I can give the authoritative answer and a link to a video. Cool. All right, if we come to Ontario, we'll let you know. I know there's great vegan restaurants out there for sure. Let's see. All right, KCB, dates have zinc. Yeah, we used to eat a lot of dates. Not so much anymore, because they do stick to your like the gap between your teeth and your gums, and that's something I have to watch out for. So I've kind of given up on dates, unfortunately. All right, well, don't hold me to it. I don't know when I'll make the zinc video, but I definitely want to. I'll see what I can do. And in the meantime, you might want to see if Mike the Vegan has made any videos on that. Let's see. Clint asks, what made me go vegan? And did you know Angie at the time? Yeah, totally. I went vegan basically after spending a week in San Francisco. Forgive me if you've heard the story before, where I was or at all the restaurants ordering the vegan options. And when we were cooking at home, making vegan food, just whole food plants basically. And I noticed after 5 days, I felt great. And but what really inspired me is like, wow, I've been alive for 5 days and I didn't have to eat any dead animals. No animals needed to die in order for me to live. And that, for me, even though those are words, no animals needed to die in order for me to live, it had a great impact on me, on my whole being. Like, wow, we've been brainwashed by society since birth, basically. Them telling you, oh, you got to eat some dead animals in order to live. It's the circle of life. It's inevitable, blah, blah, blah. It's a bunch of crap. No, I felt great. I'm going, this is stupid. Why have I been eating animals all these years? And why is society conditioned to believe that nonsense? So the more I did more research into it and found you don't need to eat. I've been doing it now 7 years. You don't need to eat any animal bits in order to be healthy. I'm strong. I'm You know, I'm quick in basketball. I can hang on the rim. Watch the vlog that's coming, I think, tomorrow about the squirrels and how you can see me hanging on the rim. I couldn't do that, like, 10 years ago as a meat eater. I couldn't even do that a few years ago as a runner because it's the way I'm training right now. So yeah. Yeah, you don't see too many 50-year-old dudes hanging on the rim at the gym. I'll let you know that. It's usually, guys in their early 20s when they have the most hops in their legs still. Let's see. Anyway, let's see. Dates just kind of stick to your teeth. Yeah, because they're dried. It's not just dates. Other dried fruit does that too. So yeah, raisins are pretty much the only one I'll eat still because from what I've read, they don't have that same sticky on the gums problem. Um, hey, Skunk 69. Hey, were you the one that left that comment thinking that we were condoning or supporting vegan terrorism on that French butchers video? Let me know if that was you, because yeah, a few people seem to not understand our position there. They're thinking that we're supporting the vandalism and stuff like that the vegan activists were doing, and we didn't say anything. Where did the video where Angie cracked up go? Which one is that? And I sat by. I'm not sure what video that one is. Anyway, she cracked up and I snickered. She laughs in all of our videos, if that's what you mean by cracked up. Let's see. What are my thoughts on gazing and grounding? Gazing at the sun, no, not really into that. Grounding, I think there's something to be said for actually contacting the earth. I don't know if it has all the benefits that are listed in that grounding book. I read it, but I mean, there is something to be said just to connect with the earth and feel its energy. So yeah, I don't know if it grounds you as described in the book, but I feel better once I've, gone surfing in the ocean or sat on the sand or just gone out my backyard and walked around. So yeah, there's something to be said for that for sure. Oh, Flatlander, you left a comment. You thought it was directed at me, but I meant to direct it at negative commenters. Okay, sure. Because yeah, I was getting a little angry. Like, why are people thinking we're supporting all the vandalism stuff like that? We said we at 7 minutes in the video, we read the opinion of a French vegan organization that said, yeah, they don't believe in the violence and they believe in education and rational thought. I said, yeah, that's our credo, happy, healthy vegan. That's how we are. So I thought it was clear from that yeah, we're not into breaking the law, destroying people's property or damaging it. So I was just kind of curious why people may have thought that. So anyway, maybe just a couple loudmouths in the comments. I shouldn't really take what they're saying to heart. People purposely go into the comments just to piss you off. I don't know why they find that a worthwhile activity, but some do. Why don't I eat meat? Asks Peppers. Let me ask you, why should I eat meat for? Well, I'll answer the question. First of all, as I was just talking about, you don't need to eat meat. You don't need to kill animals in order to be alive, in order to be healthy. I've been vegan 7 years, and you can go and watch. Let me get the link here. You can see my blood test videos. How many people do you know that are 50 years old and haven't had meat in 7 years, yet everything tested in their blood test panels came back within range? I'm not pre-diabetic. I'm not overweight, nothing. Perfect levels. So you don't need to eat animals in order to not only stay alive, to be healthy and thriving. I'm athletic. I was at the gym 2.5 hours a day, and I'm 50. Secondly, eating meat is responsible for the destruction of our planet, basically. Over 51% of the greenhouse gases in our atmosphere are attributed to animal agriculture. That's more than all of transportation combined. So if you want a healthy planet when you grow up, I assume you're younger than me, you might want to think about what you're doing to affect the world. I mean, what you do has consequences, so be aware of that. Okay, so this person is just a troll, so we're going to put them on some kind of hold or timeout. Let's see. Anyways, How would I? Okay, here we go, Skunk. How would you like it if someone vandalized your house because you own cats? Wouldn't be nice. Well, where did we say we liked vandalism, Skunk? Where did we say we liked vandalism? All we're saying is we should have said this. Our house has been vandalized several times. Graffiti on our garage. However, we didn't write a letter to our national government to try to create a police state against those who vandalize their house. That's what the French butchers are doing. We never said that we supported their actions. Again, watch our video at the 7.5 minute mark. We make it really clear that we agree with that French vegan organization that says we don't support or condone the violence. We believe education and rational thought are the most effective ways to advance the cause. And we said, yeah, that's our credo. That's our word, credo. You know what credo means? It's the words, it's your platform, what you believe in. That's what we believe in. So I don't know why people thought, why you think, where did you get that we support vandalism? Please explain. I don't understand where in this video you got the idea that we think it's cool, perfectly A-okay to go and harm someone else's property. We just thought they were making a big deal. 10 butchers, maybe a dozen butchers in all of France, they have 18,000 butchers there, had vandalism done to them. Yet they were they were lobbying for the government to start surveying vegans, to monitor vegans because we're a terrorist group. They're drama queens and they're making a big deal out of something that doesn't need to be made into a big deal. That was the point of the video, not that we think it's cool that they splash paint on butchers. We never said that. That's just, if that's what you think, you need to watch the video again. I say that very politely because we never said, yeah, and that's cool. We just said these butchers are overreacting to what happened to them. They need to step back and see what really happened, and you just can't like say, oh, we need to survey vegans now. Police state against vegans. Let's see. Okay, Flatlander, you thought our position was clear. I'm not sure why. I think what people were hoping, I guess. I know a lot of people, not all, but many people want ideas spoon-fed to them. You can't leave any subtlety. You can't let any implications like fester through their brains. You have to spoon-feed. I think a lot of people really want us to come out and say exactly, yeah, we're against vandalism. Of course, we've never supported vegan vandalism ever in our 1,000 videos. We're Buddhists, which means we're pacifists. We don't believe in destruction of people's property. So it's pretty clear where we stand. We're not those kind of vegans that go and splash paint on property, let alone support those who do that. We said we support education and rational thought. Those are the most effective tools for spreading veganism. So I'm not sure what was unclear about that other than we didn't spoon feed more. We didn't want it. It was already an 11-minute video. We didn't feel that was necessary to like give our morality on it or anything like that, Anyway, let's see. Okay, Aspen, you thought our position was super clear and the video was amazing. Okay, thank you for that. That the video is amazing, but more so that our position was clear. We never said that the actions of the vandals were right. We never said we supported them. So I don't know why some people thought those actions were cool. I just don't get it. I think they just didn't watch the entire video. They stopped before, they saw the beginning and saw we weren't coming down on the vandals. Anyway, what are some of our videos we have coming out, Katrina? Good question. I think tomorrow or the next day, Angie has a video coming out. It's like what we ate in a day and how I trained at the gym, how she trained at yoga. But particularly, it's all these crazy squirrels that came to our house that day. There's like a dozen squirrels just going crazy. It's like a crazy day of squirrels and how we ate in a day and what I did at the gym. So check that one out. Check if you want to see how we exercise as 50-year-old protein deficient vegans in a day and how we eat as 50-year-old protein deficient vegans. So I think that'll be out tomorrow. It's done. So we just need to write the show notes and everything, get that final metadata ready for it. Kay will pay me $100 a twerk. No, but I'm getting nice buns of steel now from all the from all the deadlifting and deep squats I'm doing. Angie fills my buns. I go, wow, those things are solid now. I've always had like weak little flabby buns, but yeah, this gym work is doing some wonders for it. I'm not trying to get like a tight butt. It's just kind of happening from all the work I'm doing at the gym. Draymond, yeah, get your Buddhist friend to go vegan. Let your friend know that the yogurt that she's enjoying was produced from the torment, from the suffering of sentient beings. And vegans are supposed to, I mean, Buddhists are supposed to have compassion for all sentient beings, not put an exception aside for dairy animals. So let her know that there's the immense amount of suffering. Like, how is a cow pregnant? How did a cow get pregnant to produce dairy? Let them know they have to take the baby away. They turn it into veal. The cows get pregnant over and over again. And then as soon as they stop outputting, they're killed. So it's a very horrific industry. And by supporting it, they're supporting it. So let them know what's going on. Let's see. The French Open. I was really busy right then, James. A lot of other sports were going on right then, like the NBA Finals. All I watched was most of the final, with Nadal. So I wanted to see how that went down. And Team, was that his name? But yeah, I didn't really watch much of the French Open. I'm hoping to watch more Wimbledon this year. So I always watch Wimbledon. French Open, it's like weird time too. It's like even harder to watch than Wimbledon. But yeah, I was kind of busy right then. Yeah, all my sports time was going to the NBA Finals. No, our families, Nicolette, are not vegan, unfortunately. Now, we can't get our families to go vegan. On Angie's side, we have several other sisters, half-sisters, interested and curious. Like at Thanksgiving, there were some vegan dishes there that we didn't bring. We brought ours, but they made some too. So, yeah, we're getting there. We're making some progress. Oh, thank you, Carla. Oh, you guys met us at Vegan Hard too. Yeah, that was fun. That was 2 weekends ago in downtown LA. We took over all of Pershing Square in the center of downtown, all fenced in and all vegan food. It was fun. It was a cool time. I just wish it wasn't as cloudy. It got really cold, unseasonably cloudy that day. But thank you. Let's see. Okay, no twerking. You can't pay us to twerk or anything like that. Innocent plants that I'm slaughtering. What about the innocent plants that you're slaughtering? Because you know that the meat that you're eating, they're eating food that they're eating plants, they're eating grains, they're fed GMO corn, they're fed GMO soy. So you're contributing to plant suffering too. But plants don't suffer because they don't have a central nervous system, they don't have a brain, they don't have the sensory apparatus to feel pain. They don't have the complex brain to feel pain and emotions and suffering and embarrassment and anger and hope and fear and love. They don't feel anything like that. They can orient themselves to the sun. They know how to extract minerals out of soil, but they don't have the emotional capacity, the sentient capacity to feel pain. So it's just a dumb argument that, yeah, they don't have brains. They don't have brains. Imagine this, Peppers. Just follow me on this thought experiment. Say we could lay you out on a surgery table with a qualified medical doctor, and we started poking you with needles and stuff. You would feel pain. Would you agree with that? Yes, you would. Let's say now we could cut your brain open and then your skull open and remove your brain. Do you think you would feel pain? You think if we started poking your body with needles and knives that you would feel the sensation of pain anymore? No, you wouldn't feel pain. You wouldn't feel fear. You wouldn't feel anything because you wouldn't be able to process anything without a brain. So if you couldn't feel pain without a brain, how in the hell can a plant feel pain without a brain? You need a brain. You need a central nervous system to feel pain. Without one, you cannot feel pain. You can sensate other things, but you cannot feel pain. You cannot have pain. You can't have emotions because it's just impossible. So that's a silly argument. All right, Peppers. Yeah, meat is dead because you and your kind killed it. So I'm over you, Peppers. You're gone. No, it's not an instant kill. You've never seen slaughterhouse footage, and it's designed that way. Our government makes all the footage that's been taken from slaughterhouses shows a very different story. It's the most cruelest thing you'll ever see. And it's the reason why slaughterhouse workers suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. They don't last long on the job because it's so horrific. It's the grossest thing in the universe. You have no idea what kind of horror is going on in Slaughterhouse because you're pleasantly, isolated from that by the meat industry. They don't want you to know what's going on. All right, so let's see. Wow, I've really been on 2 hours and 38 minutes. Holy moly! Wow. I know I'm keeping some of you guys up, huh? Some of you guys up past your bedtime, especially if you're in the Midwest or East Coast or God forbid Europe or something. So I'm going to let you guys go right now, and I'm going to try to before Angie gets back, try to sneak peek some of that Joe Rogan, Ted Nugent interview and the Joey Carbstrong, Piers Morgan interview and see which ones I'm going to respond to in a real video or do a live response in the next day or so. So I'm going to go check those out, get some YouTube work in. So yeah, go watch our videos. Look for the vlog, I think tomorrow or Saturday from me going to the gym and Angie doing yoga and all the food weight and all the crazy squirrels attacking her house. Look for that. It's a really weird, interesting video. And yeah, look for some more responses coming from me soon. So again, thanks to everyone for joining us here, joining me here tonight and watching our channel. And thanks for everyone who left the super chat tips. You guys were really, really amazing tonight. I can't believe what contributions you guys did on Super Chat. It really helps out because I tell you, we we're not the biggest channel. We don't make that much cash, and we have had some pretty big life expenses lately. So it really helps us out. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go get the kitchery warmed up because Angie should be back anytime soon, and we're gonna keep it carved with our kitchery tonight, guys. So if you want to know how to make kitchery, again, it's in Keep It Carb, baby. It's back on sale in our store. Thanks for, I think it was Katrina for letting me know. It was falsely, incorrectly marked as sold out. We have plenty of copies, ebooks on sale too as well. So thanks, guys. And I'll see you guys back soon. You might see me in a couple days do that Piers Morgan, Joey Carbstrong live. So we'll see how it goes. All right, take care, guys. Thanks again. Thanks. I love you guys. All right, good night.